Good morning, USA! What is up, everybody? All right, dude, we got some fish getting caught today. We got a lot of fish getting caught today. I mean, look at this stuff. We're gonna run through the brackets here real quick. Let's go ahead and see what we've got going on. I gotta pull up my image provided by the one, the only Greg Nozar of who is fishing today. I know everybody, but I cannot for the life of me remember who is going against who. So we got Doc Acosta going against Conrad Bonetti. Neither one of them has posted a fish just yet, but I do have secret information that Doc Acosta has a 5-fish limit with no service to post it yet. Knowing that's from Texas, man, Doc is coming out again. What is this now? The third week in a row? I think third week in a row. Doc has got an early limit. He hasn't posted yet. I'm sure that'll come here relatively soon. Let's check on Rolando Nandon and Keelan Kyle. Keelan Kyle does not yet have a fish. Rolando Nandon, let me see here on the standing boards. Does Rolando Nandon have a fish? He does not either. Neither one of them boys have a fish just yet. Brad Case and Bobby Moore. Brad Case does not have a fish. Bobby Big Gun Moore, or as we like to call him, Spider-Man, he doesn't have a fish either. Yeah, Spider-Man's web wasn't working this morning. All right, then we got Jamie Broad and Silas Garrett. I'll check on that, but last I checked, neither one of them had posted a fish up yet either. Nope, neither one of them posted a fish. That's your South bracket. Let's move over to the West one real fast. Catherine Field and Charner Williams. Charner Williams is coming out the gate with sitting in third place with 83 inches already. Charner's been one of the most consistent fishermen that we have had in the bracket tournament just yet are throwing up high 90s just about every single week. Catherine has a real tough battle today, but she is sitting in 18th place with 12 and a quarter. So she's not giving up. I think she's fishing a live event as well. Charner's not, but he is fishing a different location than he normally does. So we'll go, it is what it is on that one. Jordan Westerman is taking on Tyler Cole, both great Iowa anglers. Everybody's been excited about this matchup. Tyler Cole sitting at 58 and 3/4. Jordan Westerman looks like he's got a 5-fish limit at 74 and 1/4. We got Richie Michael and Jeremy Brands. Let me see where they're at just real fast. Jeremy Brands is sitting in 6th place with 75 and a half. And Richie McMichael is... Let it go back around, guys. Let it go back around. Sucker's like a carousel. Here we go. Richie McMichael sitting at 42 inches yet, just getting started. Marty Hughes and Troy Inky fishing head-to-head on Table Rock at the KBF Trail Open that's going on up there. Let me see where these boys are at. Troy Inky does not have a fish yet. Marty Hughes already has 29 and a half on the board. So that's going to be tough to take care. Let's get on out of the west, move over to the east. Torrey Webb and Robert Brown. Torrey Webb does not have a fish yet. And Go Navy Baby already has some up. Where was he at? I swear he did. He does 64 and a quarter. So he's moving right up the food chain as normal. Mr. Jason Starley, or as his team name goes, Starley and Hutch, with Mr. Rodney Kennan. Jason Starley is already putting up a quick limit, as usual, sitting at 81 inches. He is taking on Eric Nelson, who I don't know if Nelson's posted a fish yet. He has. He's at 31 and 3/4, so he's got some catching up to do to catch on to Mr. Starley. Dustin Arns taking on Danny Gann out of Florida. What a heavy-duty matchup. You got a stick out of Tennessee taking on a stick out of Florida. Danny Gann's posted up I think that's 18 and 3/4 on one fish. Let me see where Dustin Arns is at just real quick. Dustin Arns sitting in 12th place for the day at 49 total inches. Give me 1 second. Let me check through comments, make sure that my audio isn't going bad. Y'all give me a thumbs up or a heart or something. Make sure my audio's doing all right. Wait on a couple of them. I know that Facebook's a little bit behind me, so just give me a heart, thumbs up, comment, something. Let me know my audio's doing okay, and I'll dive back into this East bracket. All right, I got a thumbs up. I think we're good to go. So let's keep on grinding it out. All right, I got William Brewer from Virginia against Doug Wilson from Florida. Another great matchup. William has not caught a fish just yet. I seen Doug Wilson had caught a 22-inch bass earlier. He hasn't thrown much else up with it just yet. But he is sitting on the board with 39 and a quarter. Then we're going to move on over to the North bracket. We got Eric Siddiqui taking on Matt Charette. That is a good matchup right there. Eric Siddiqui does not have a fish just yet. Matt Charette, I believe, does. He is sitting in 3rd place at 84 inches. Siddiqui's got some work to do. I think he might be on Table Rock as well. Matthew Conant. I hope I'm saying it right this time. We're going to try to keep it professional here. Is taking on Mr. Jeremy Baker. That is another good matchup. Matthew is sitting... You know what? I think I gave the wrong Matthew there. Matthew Charette. Yeah, so Matthew Charette is sitting at 73 and a quarter in 9th. Matthew Conant is in 3rd place at 84 inches. Jeremy Baker, on the other hand, is... Man, this is hard. I'm not going to lie to you guys. All right, Jeremy Baker. Jeremy, read fast. No whammies. Why don't I see Jeremy Baker? I know for a fact he's caught fish here. I wonder if my computer. I'll come back to Jeremy Baker. I don't know why I'm not seeing him anywhere on here. I will figure that one out. That's crazy. All right, we're gonna go on to the next one. I'll figure that out in a second. Derek Brundle and Kyle Evans. Man, these Michigan boys got it rough. Derek Brundle is currently sitting in 8th place, 75.5. Kyle Evans has not posted a fish just yet. Rodney Merritt out of Maine taking on Eric Polans out of Michigan. Another great match. Oh, why am I not seeing Jeremy Baker? Because he's first on the leaderboard at 90 inches. We have got a showdown going on. Jeremy Baker at 90 inches in first. Matthew Conan in third at 84 inches. That's why I'm not seeing Jeremy Baker, because he is blowing the competition out of the water. We're going to have to get him on Team Pro Staff for Team Coats. All right, so then we got Rodney Merritt and Eric Polans. Eric Polans is in second with 87.25. And then Mr. Merritt has not posted a fish just yet. So there is the breakdown of where we're at currently. Gene Mahanan just let me know he's in first place as well. So that's why I wasn't seeing that. No disrespect to Mr. Baker. I was trying to watch the leaderboard bracket here, and for some reason I didn't ever look up at the first place, even though it's posted all over my computer right now. So kudos to you, buddy. I don't know about you guys, but it is freaking 7:57 Central Time, 8:57 Eastern. The most that anybody could have been fishing right now is about 3 hours. And in the first 3 hours, this guy's already got 90 inches, and we got 4 other guys in the 80s. Where do you get this? This is insane. There's so many fish getting caught right now. That is awesome. So let's go straight into getting some folks on the phone. We're just going to start at the top. Let's see if we can get old Mr. Baker on the line here and talk to us about how in the world you go about throwing 90 inches up in the first 3 hours. I do have a Skype for him, so let's see if we can't get Mr. Baker on the phone here right off the gate, and we'll see if we can't dive into this sucker. Got it. All right, let's see if we can't give Mr. Baker a call. Michigan, baby. Michigan, baby. All right, doesn't look like we're going to be able to get a hold of Mr. Baker. We'll try giving him a call back later on. I'm going to go ahead and send him a message real quick. All right, let me go ahead and text Mr. Jeremy Baker. And I'm sure he's probably busy cranking in fish. So let's go ahead and go for the next guy here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Mr. Eric Polans on the phone. Let me see what I've got as far as information goes from Mr. Poland real quick, and we'll see if we can get him on the line here. These guys that started out on Sunday Fisherman, they're really coming to play. That's what I told you guys last week. Watch these Sunday guys. They are going at it. And you know what? Now everybody's fishing on the same day. Guess who's top of the leaderboard right now? The Sunday guys. Y'all gotta watch these guys. They're not backing down. They are coming to play. I don't have Skype for Mr. Polans. I do have a phone number, but I am gonna check it on Skype just real quick just to make sure his phone isn't connected with that because some guys did. So I do not. Okay, we'll check phone number real fast. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but nope. All right, so we'll just give him a shout real quick and see if we can't get him on the telephone. Whew! Man, I tell you what, we gonna have some phone calls today. 32 of them. We ain't stopping till we get everybody that we can. You know, some guys ain't got service, but we gonna try our best to get everybody. Having a rough time getting anybody on the phone today. Too many fish getting caught.
Your call has been
All right, no answer from Mr. Polans. We'll send him a message too. Something about that, you know, Greg's always making fun of that Michigan or that Texas service, but Michigan might have some rough service today. All right, so let's go ahead to the next one, Mr. Matthew Conan. He wasn't able to come on live with us last week. We weren't able to get a hold of him. Doesn't mean we're not going to try this week. I don't have a Skype for him either, but I do have a phone call. And, you know, we're just going to go down the list here of these great individuals. I sure wish I was fishing today, but I will be fishing this evening in the KBF one night stand. And we're going to go over a couple KBF standings here in a little while just to show where our anglers at because we do want to support those guys. So we got a lot of guys fishing the Table Rock event. And I know that Greg and I think a couple other of our anglers are fishing one over in North Carolina. So we're going to be watching that as well. So, you know, I'll go over those a little bit later on. That way we can, you know, support our anglers because that's what we are here with KBBT. Regardless if you're fishing a KBBT tournament, a KBF tournament, FLW, BASS, or Who's Your Daddy pop-up tournament in the middle of nowhere, you know, we're going to support you. So we'll go over those here in a little while. I'm going to go ahead and give Mr. Conan a call real fast. And we'll see if we can get him on the phone. Like I said, we're just going to keep trucking it out here. We'll see who wants to answer this morning. The people that don't answer, we'll try again this afternoon.
Hello.
Mr. Matthew.
What's happening, man?
I got you on the phone this week. This is Marcus on KBBT Live. I see you. How's it going this morning?
Not too bad. Getting some fish.
I can see that. You're lighting my leaderboard up early.
Oh, yeah. That was on early.
In fact, you're beating Mr. Brundle this morning.
Oh, yeah. Momentarily, though, so.
Well, I wasn't able to get you on last week. Is this your first time this bracket coming on live?
I talked to Greg the weekend before. Last weekend when he called me, it was super windy, and my phone's terrible out in the wind.
Right on, right on. Well, some of the guys that might not have heard anything about you just yet, before we get started, why don't you go ahead and tell them who is it? Is it Conan? Am I saying it right?
Yep, Conan. Yep,
Okay.
Got it.
Awesome. Well, go ahead and tell everybody who Mr. Conan is.
Just an everyday guy. I just got into the kayak fishing back in November. First kayak, and just starting to get into the competitive fishing. I love it.
Awesome, awesome. What kind of kayak are you fishing out of?
I got a new canoe.
Which one?
Same one as Derek.
Awesome. So you're in a pursuit as well.
Yep.
Well, that makes three of us, so we're all good on that one.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So tell us a little bit about what you're doing today. I mean, are you? I know Derek up there. He loves his drop shot, spinner bait, and jerk bait bite. Are you doing any of those three today this morning?
I got them all set up, but I've been getting them on the wait list. I'm just poking around here. A few fish moved up on beds. couple of weeks ago, but there wasn't any sign of big girls yet. We had a few nice hot days here, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and seems like a few bigger fish have moved up.
Okay.
Seen a couple I couldn't get to bite earlier, so I'm gonna make my way back over there, give them a little break.
Right now, are you like Derek? Are you gonna, or do you hot spots as well? So if you can't get the right bite on this one, are you gonna hop to another spot?
Oh yeah, you got a few spots lined up. I just running how it goes. You know, if I'm doing all right here, then I'll stay here all day and grind it out. But I feel that I got some backup spots that aren't any more than 20, 30 minutes away. I can jump into.
Well, now I think the entire world is wanting to see you and Derek go at it I believe it would be the Elite Eight.
Yeah, we talked about that a while back when I first seen this KBBT bracket thing go up. So now that's the goal. That'd be nice.
Well, you got a stiff competition today. You're going up against the guy that is currently leading the pack, Mr. Jeremy Baker out of Michigan.
Yeah, what's he got now?
Right now, he is sitting still at 90 inches even, and you are 6 inches behind at 84. Now, knowing you're going up against the number one guy, does that put any kind of pressure on you, or you just smooth sailing, you'll get there when you get there?
Yeah, it's month to month to month. I'm just going to do what I do and focus on my game. And like I said, if it happens, it happens.
Right on, brother. Well, we definitely want to keep up with this matchup. Right now, you guys are putting on the biggest combined show that we've got. So,
Nice.
we're giving a lot of love to you guys. First and third total places right now. So that's pretty insane, knowing that one of you guys has to win, but neither one of you are backing down easy.
Oh no, it's going down to the end. I'll fish till the last possible minute, whether I'm in the lead or 10 inches behind.
Now, are you fishing the one night stand with Derek tonight as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna fish that. I'm probably gonna finish up this today and then go home for a couple hours and then get back out.
So you're going to fish the KBBT bracket today, fish the one night stand this evening, and then if you win today, you're going to fish after both of them, that's 10 hour and a 14 hours, so 24 hours on the water. Then you're going to fish another KBBT round on Sunday.
Yep. I'll probably just go straight from if I do make it to round 2, then I'll do the one night stand and fish till 5 o'clock, and if I gotta move, then I'll move, but otherwise I'll just stay where I'm at.
That is 34 hours of fishing, man. You're just as dedicated as Derek is. What are they putting in the water in Massachusetts?
Nothing different, just determination.
Right on. Well, man, we'll let you get at it. Any shout outs you want to give to anybody out there?
Well, not really. Ain't got many fans and sponsors or nothing like that. Just my boss will let me do as much fishing as I do, taking time off to do what I do.
Right on. Well, we sure appreciate you coming on. If we do have a little bit of time later on, we'd love to check in with you again later on this thing. It's just going to depend on how it goes. But you get out there, you crush it, buddy. I don't know. You said you didn't have a whole lot of fans in Boston, but you've got one in Arkansas right now. So you keep doing your thing, and we'll keep up with this race you're putting on.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And then tell Todd thanks for picking against us. But we're going to prove him wrong today.
Oh! And Todd is watching right now. So, Todd, you heard it here first. Matthew said thank you for picking against him. He is coming for you. You get out there and prove him wrong, buddy. That way I get to make fun of him for the rest of the day.
All right, bro. I'll do what I can.
Later, buddy.
Take it easy. Thanks for the call.
I love that guy. That dude is awesome. Unfortunately, I love Jeremy Baker as well, but those two guys are putting on a heck of a show. We do have some leaderboard updates. We got some fish with what the FLW guy used to say. We got some people with a 5-fish limit. Mr. Charter Williams is moving up into 4th place at 83, but right behind him is Tori freaking Webb coming in with 81.5 inches. I'm not even going to read that, Todd. If anybody's watching the broadcast, you can read Todd's comment. He said just kidding. Otherwise, I would have gone crazy over that. I'm kind of glad he did just say just kidding because that right there might be a nail in the coffin for Mr. Kodak. But let's go on to the next one. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Mr. Turner on the phone. I did have the pleasure of talking to him a little bit earlier. Let's see if I have Skype information for him. I might not. I do actually. I do have Skype info for Mr. Williams. Let's see if we can't get him on the phone. I know I got Skype info for just about all these Texas guys, or I'm sorry, all these Saturday guys. Turner gave me. Let me see here. Bear with me 1 second. He gave me his Skype information, but it's not coming up. I think that's probably the problem we had last week. It is. So let's go ahead and give him a phone call. I tried a couple different ways here. We'll see if we can get Mr. Turner on the phone. Thunder! Turner, this is Marcus on KBBT Live. How's it going, buddy?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I am doing great, but obviously not as good as you, moving up into 4th place for the day already, and you've only been on the water for about 2 hours.
Yeah, man. I kind of weed through the little ones, but I got lucky and got a decent one, so hopefully I get rid of those little ones. I haven't got a bite in a while.
Well, you're sitting in 4th place at 83 inches even. If you're 2 hours in, I wouldn't be real worried if I was you at this situation. I mean, that's a good bag. Knowing that Christine Field is fishing Catherine Field is fishing a live tournament. But I'm pretty sure she did have 83 inches beat last week, if I'm not mistaken. So, you can never count out that woman.
Yeah, and one thing I learned from, kind of seeing the last bracket and watching this bracket pretty good is you're really never safe. So,
you're never safe. The Utah has got big fish just like Texas, and it only takes a couple of them.
Yeah. So hopefully I can get on a pretty good bite here a little bit, and at least feel more comfortable. But yeah, I don't know that 83 will hold up. I'm thinking she'll go up another, mid 80 day.
Now you didn't go to your normal hole today. You went to a completely different spot because you were, if I'm not mistaken, you were nervous your current spot might not hold out for 2 straight days.
Yeah, I was a little bit. We've got a couple spots. The only problem is we're about 3.5 miles apart, and so my father-in-law's with me today, and I just figured there's got to be good fish down here. We've caught good fish in this area before, and I don't really want to have him go 2 miles one way, 3.5 the other way, and then 2 miles back to launch. And so I'm really going to try to stick it out down here unless I have to go up there, but I really don't want to. I want to try to save those for tomorrow if I can.
Now I can hear that bait caster clicking in the background. Are you flipping? Are you pitching? What are you doing today?
Man, I'm throwing a frog. So last week when I talked to you, Mark, I left all my frogs at home. I ran out.
Before you say what you're going to say, I want all you fans to listen to this because as soon as he told me, my mind went poof. So go ahead and continue your story, Charter, because I love this part.
So turns out I had 2 soft frogs in my plastic frogs. Didn't realize I only had 2. One, a fish tore up. The first fish I caught tore it up. Get the other one out. That's when I realized I don't have any. Caught a snake on that second one that tore the legs off. So I don't have any soft plastic frogs. And I remember watching this guy a couple years ago throwing a speed craw, Zoom speed craw, because he had ran out of frogs. So I kind of dug through, I found 1 pack of watermelon red speed craw and threw it weightless, ran it just like I would that little Zoom horny toad, and they started chomping it. They started eating it better than the frogs. So
today, all of my fish have come on this topwater speed crawl, Zoom speed crawl, running across the top of the water. It's ridiculous. And they're not just kind of getting it; they're choking it.
Well, you know, that's, in my opinion, that's what makes a great angler is your ability to adapt. And that's the name of the game right there. Knowing that last week you didn't necessarily have any frogs at all. So you switched the speed crawl, realized that they just weren't hitting it. They were choking it. Why not put that in front of their face again? Even though I'm sure today you've got frogs with you.
Oh, yeah. I made sure I got those from the house, but, I did go grab a couple packs of speed craws in white to add on to the ones I had in watermelon red. So I've been catching them all on the white one today, and I don't know why it sounds so stupid and ridiculous, but if y'all are throwing that soft plastic frog like a big ribbit frog, my hookup ratio is just skyrocketing. I've only missed one fish today. It was my own fault. I didn't miss one the other day when I switched to it. I think the smaller bait, they're not eating half of it. They're eating the whole thing. Like a frog, they might grab a leg or two.
Right.
So I think, I don't know if it's a piece of advice or not for those guys, but if they're eating the frog and you're missing them when you're hook setting, I would strongly suggest trying to downsize of something like this and just try it. And they might swallow that whole thing versus just half of it.
Well, there you go, guys. Charter not only catching fish and sitting at fourth place, Charter is giving advice out there, and you know that's something that I can also say that I have never thought about. I've always got speed cross with me, and usually when I run out of something, I just especially when it works, I just switch on to the next thing. But here it is. I've never even thought about putting a speed crawl on weightless and reeling it across the top of the water. But if you think about it, there's not a whole lot of difference between a speed crawl and a Zoom frog besides the size and the amount of plastic.
They got the exact same tail on it. So, like the legs on the frog is the same as on the speed crawl. So it makes the same splash across the water. It's just got a little body.
Right, and that smaller bait is going to lead to in my opinion, it's going to lead up to a higher hookup ratio, which you're saying that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, and to be honest, the only one I missed was a giant, and he ran it to me, so I didn't think he had it. So I didn't set the hook. I tried to take up the slack a little bit, and I just thought, oh, he didn't take it. And then whenever I took up the rest of the slack, he was on there. He was dang near under my kayak. So I missed that one. But that's my own fault. But all these other ones that hit it and I set the hook, man, I mean, they got it way down deep. Crazy. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because we've never done this. So.
Well, I mean, hey, if it worked, the thing that I tell everybody right out of the gate is, if a racehorse is winning races, don't change the feed. So you just keep doing you, baby. Keep grinding it out, and we're gonna follow this throughout the day.
Yeah, all right, man. I appreciate the phone call, man, and hopefully everybody stays safe out there. I know we've got good weather here finally, but man, hopefully everybody else stays safe.
Right on, brother. Well, you included in that. Tell Mr. William I said hello. And we'll keep watching this thing as it unfolds. You just get out there and catch you some good fish, buddy.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. Bye. Always a pleasure talking to Mr. Charter. One thing I am going to say to a couple guys out there: make sure we have clear pictures of your identifier. I see a couple fish already this morning that might actually be a problem. Make sure we can see your identifier. That's all I do want to say. Because that's one thing we've stressed out a lot. Use the KBBT identifier card and make sure we can read the code. That's the only thing that we really ask a whole lot of. So just anybody that is fishing and watching this at the same time, just please make sure you're doing that. It puts us such in an easier situation. We don't like disqualifying fish. We don't like deducting fish. We don't like any of that. All right, we like things smooth sailing. So if you guys can help us, you're helping yourself at the same time. Jason O'Brien says the new Zoom Junior Hollow Body Frog is junk. Hooks too small. Friendly tip. LOL. Bear with me 1 second. Like I said, I'm handling that situation that just occurred. One quick moment. Sorry, I'm a guy. Therefore, being a guy, it's really hard for me to multitask. But we're going to keep grinding this thing out. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get Mr. Tory Webb on the phone. I actually have a phone number for Mr. Webb. He hasn't been able to make a debut just yet, so we're about to change that. We're going to change that right now. Well, if we can get him to answer, we're going to try that. If we can get Mr. Tory Webb to answer. Mr. Tory Webb, this is Marcus at KBBT Live. How's it going, buddy?
What's up, man?
Tory Webb with his KBBT debut. We finally got a phone number for the man that never checks Facebook. Oh, man, it's a struggle on this new technology for people that work with technology. Who are you kidding? Well, buddy, I don't think you've been able to get on the show just yet. Tell everybody who Tory Webb is. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Tory Webb from Pulaski, and I love fishing.
Man, I don't think anybody has picked you, to make it as far as you did. You took out a major stick in week 1. Came out week 2, still not giving up, still swinging. Made it into the 32 round, and you're sitting in 5th place with 81.5 inches going against the Navy Hammer, Robert Brown, who is in 7th right behind you. You guys are putting on a show. Robert Brown is at 79.5. You're at 81.5. It's a 2-inch difference. Now, what went through your mind knowing that you had to take on Robert Brown and knowing what he's put up 2 weeks in a row?
Well, see what he's been putting up. They're putting up on big largemouth. I knew it was going to be tough. Me trying to pick out some of these big smallmouths to contend with him, but I'm trying. I keep swinging, brother. I keep casting one after another.
So you're not even trying to chase greenfish. You've chased brownfish this whole competition, haven't you?
I've chased brownfish the whole time. I've been on them and I'm staying on them.
All right, if like we just talked with Mr. Charter, we just said it with him. If the racehorses winning races, don't change the feed.
Exactly. I've been on smallmouth since March, and I've just been sticking with it.
Well, all of us largemouth guys here at KBBT love our smallmouth anglers mainly because the majority of us don't have the opportunity to catch them. But how exactly are you catching your smallmouth, if you don't mind telling us? You're catching smallmouth on like full-size Cincos.
Yes, sir. 5-inch, 4-inch Cincos.
What in the world is in the water in Virginia? Because I'm telling you right now, in Arkansas, you ain't catching smallmouth on Cincos, okay? You catch smallmouth, well. Right on.
I'm in Pennsylvania right now on the Susquehanna River where I'm at.
So you drove I think that's up to Pennsylvania
Yes, sir.
to fish because your normal holes flooded out. Did you get to pre-fish or did you just go in blind?
No, when I drove up here, my buddy, my best friend, that fishes with me all the time, me and him drove up here yesterday after work. We got here a little after 8. And we checked out a few spots real quick, just looking really. And then we got a bite to eat, got some
That's what I'm talking about. Now, your accent is real South. Are you originally from Virginia?
Yes, sir.
So we do have rednecks in Virginia. Right on, right on. Well, you know, I haven't gotten to talk to you yet, but I have got to say I am starting to become a Tory Webb fanboy. Well, buddy, hey, we could not do it without people like you, the excitement that you guys bring on the table, not to mention the fish that we get to look at. I'm stuck in a freaking house having a broadcast all day and watching you guys throw up these stud fish, and you know, you're Eastern. You're Eastern time, so you've been on the water for about 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours, you putting up 81, plus in a tournament. You know, you in any live event, you're sitting high in the standings.
Yeah.
And in an online event, the KBT, you're still sitting high in the standings. I mean, you are crushing it. You just
This history up here is awesome. Me and my buddy, we come here every summer when our work shuts down 2 weeks in the summer. And it's usually August. I've never been up here at this time of the year. And I've been lucky. Actually, I've been lucky. I've been blessed to be able to find the fish these past 2 weeks here. I've been driving five hours away to contend. I'm trying to stay in there. I'm trying to be a contender.
You know, we've had that conversation 100 times. What it really comes down to is how bad do you want it? And Tory Webb is showing us he wants that trophy.
I want it, man.
He wants the medal on the wall.
That's right. I want the medal on the wall. That's it, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you what. You just got knocked down to 6th place. Derek Brundle just came out of nowhere with 91.5 inches. The man who called me out. All you got to focus on is one guy. That's it. Now, and I do want to ask, because everybody's a little bit different. Some guys want to be on the first. Some guys want their name to be first all day long. When you came out to play with this week after week after week, are you trying to become number one for bragging rights, or are you just staying focused on your competition and wherever you land, you land?
I'm staying focused on who I'm against. That's what I'm staying focused on. And I'm staying focused on keeping all these smallmouths.
Well, buddy, any shout outs or anything you want to give to anybody?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Cody Brown. He's right here with me. He's been down the way he was supposed to be in the tournament, but he had to get his spot up. But he's still here with me. He's having a good time.
Cody Bryant is part of the KBBT family. We love Mr. Bryant here as well, and you tell him KBBT says hello, and we look forward to him getting back into it the next go around. All right. Well, you have good luck. Yes, sir. Good luck to you.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
What a guy. That's my favorite part about this job is when we get guys on for the first time. Guys that just come on, realize they're on air, and go nuts. I love that guy. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. 1 second here, just real quick. Got to respond to a quick text message. Like I said, we got a problem fish there. So just one quick moment. All right, back to what we were doing. Oh, whoa! Jeremy Baker says, not so fast, Mr. Brundle. 93 3/4. Jeremy Baker said, I'm taking it back. Michigan coming out of nowhere. Take it down, Mr. Derek Brundle says, not today. Not today. Let's see if we can't get Mr. Derek Brundle on the phone. He was actually en route. We were going to actually get to him, but since he has jumped up, we're going to see if we can't get him on the telephone. But I'm loving this. All right. I got something for him. Y'all wait for this. This is going to be fun. Y'all just wait. Y'all ready for some smack talk? Mr. Derek Brundle.
How are you?
Coming out of nowhere with 91.5 inches. I don't have your camera just yet.
Should be coming up.
There we go. We got it now. You're on some good fish this morning.
Yeah, I get that one smallmouth I gotta get out of there, though.
I'm sure it won't take too long for you.
I hope not.
So you got to tell us a little bit about Derek Brundle. Apparently, there's still people out there that have no idea who you are.
Oh, well, you know, that lady at the drive-thru doesn't know who I am. That's probably a good thing. But, yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just a regular dude that loves to fish. I mean, I don't know. You can put me in any tournament, any fishing, whatever, and I'm going to have fun. I mean, that's what I live for. I mean, that's the only thing that I hunt, but I work, I fish, I hunt, and that's it.
Right on. Well, for any of you guys that don't know and don't understand the meaning behind that, me, Derek, and Bobby Morin have been in some of the funnest smack talk the last week that's ever existed. And I'll tell you right now, I guess Spider-Man's web wasn't working this morning because he hadn't posted any fish last time I looked.
You know what? I saw that, and I think him and Brad are on the same body of water today.
They are, and neither one have posted a fish yet.
I don't think it's a service issue.
I don't think it is either. I think it might just be a Florida thing.
It could be. I mean, I don't know, but
well, you know, none of Florida is coming up to play. Danny Gann's not real high up in there. Doug Wilson hasn't really made a big run yet. You know, we could just have some Florida weather that isn't really putting out right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the weather's doing down there right now, but it's just starting to get good for me up here. It was blowing 30 and raining earlier this morning.
I'm gonna check on that. We're gonna find out there, but in the meantime, since we're not in that team tournament yet, I want to focus on you. And I know the world is wanting to see you and Conant in a head-to-head in the Elite Eight. However, Jeremy Baker is doing his best to not let that happen. And update alert: Conrad Benetti from Florida has finally made an appearance. He just took over second place, bumped you into third. He's got 93 1/4 now.
Oh boy!
So Florida is finally starting to wake up this morning.
Well, the good part for me, anyways, is that I've got a 16 that I can call out of there. So if I pull another 19, that'll put me up to what, 4?
That'll put you at 94.5 with a 19-inch fish.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's only 9:30, so I'm happy with that so far.
And you're on bedded fish. You've been on bedded fish all week.
Yep. Definitely. Like I said, the conditions are just getting good for me. I don't know if you can see, but the sun is starting to come out. Earlier, I couldn't see. I was just pitching to white spots on the bank and, catching them. But, boy, make 100 pitches in there, and you don't know if they're there or not. You just keep throwing it in there. But this lake is funny that I'm in right here. It's like a divided lake. One side is smallmouth, the other side is all largemouth. They don't hang out together at all.
Now, I know you and Conant there are y'all are close to each other. Do y'all coordinate where you're going to be? That way you're not on top of each other?
Yeah, that way we're not burning each other's water. Him and I have been fishing together since high school, and we know basically the same spot, so it's kind of like, all right, you go there, I'll go here, and we'll see how it works out. But he'll get on him. I know that because his bite won't pick up till about midday where he's at today. And when it does, I know there's some big ones in there. I saw one in there the other day that went 8 at least. So he'll be back up there, I'm sure. Oh, and to clear up any type of misunderstandings, by no means am I the teacher of the Northeast like somebody's called me the other night.
What'd they call you?
Somebody said that I was the teacher and Matt was the disciple or something like that. I think it might have been Greg. But yeah, I'll be willing to bet that he has probably taught me just as much as I've taught him over the years, you know?
I don't know, Derek. You're one of the most humble people I know, but I'll take y'all's word for it.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to apologize to pretty much everybody up front right now. Basically, when I finally talked Matt into buying a kayak, I have unleashed a beast that most people are going to know his name very well very soon because, you know, he finished top 10 at Santee Cooper. That was his first big event, trail event. And of course, it's been shut down ever since. But you check out his Tourney X stats, and there's a lot of first place finishes on there. And they're all, you know, since, I mean, his first tournament he fished, I think, was the, I want to say it was like the last challenge of the year last year, and he won that. It was his first day in his kayak. We literally put the motor on it, and he went out fishing and won it. Yeah, so, I mean, oh, there's a fish. I apologize for unleashing what I did. Oh, man, look at the size of this perch.
Our first non-bass on camera.
Right? I'm good at doing stuff. Yeah, but I literally...
Before you chunk that back, hold it up for the camera. A lot of these people have never seen a live yellow perch.
This one's a beast, too. He's got this crankbait just absolutely hammered here. I'm trying to get...
He don't want to open his mouth for you.
All right, there we go. Let me get this. Boy, he's got that thing choked.
How long do you think that is without putting it on your board? Oh, you're going to put it on your board anyway.
It is 14 inches.
That's bigger than some of these guys' fish caught today.
That is a big yellow perch. We get some big ones up here, which I figured it was going to be a smallmouth because I'm just literally rolling down the smallmouth bank here and ripping this mega bass crankbait down the edge here. And been getting a lot of smallmouth. They've just been small, you know.
Dennis Robinson said that is a beast yellow perch.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people that would probably mug me for that thing and make some fillets out of it. This place is loaded with them, but there's another place up the road from here, which I'm probably going to end up at today. And it's got some giant yellow perch in it. They will hit and eat a spinner bait. They'll eat a chatterbait. It's crazy.
So you just, or you said you were going down the smallmouth side, but you were trying to get rid of your one smallmouth. You giving the green fish side a break?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I know there's one on a bed that I could not get to bite this morning. I saw it through the waves and it looked really big. So, but it was in like 12 feet of water. So the wind is dying down and the sun is coming out. So if those two things happen for real and happen well, then I'll just camp out on that thing if it's as big as I think it is and just wait it out.
I think everybody just waited till I got you on camera to start posting fish. Eric Polans just threw up another 19 3/4.
Nice. That's good, man. I like seeing people catch fish. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's the name of the game.
Absolutely.
So what's...
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
missed one, whacked a crank. I don't know how they hit a crankbait and don't get both treble hooks, but it happens, I guess.
Well, we're gonna hang out with you here for a second. You're obviously on fish. We want to see you catch one.
All right, well, give me a couple minutes.
No, take your time. We want to see you catch one. We've got a little bit of time today. It's a big difference jumping down from 128 down to 32, so we can afford to spend a little bit of time with our anglers. And this for any of you guys that haven't been following along for the KBT for too long, I think Derek Brundle might hold the record for most total fish caught on camera. So, we definitely want to give him a chance to keep his reign this morning.
You guys just call it the right times, that's all.
We're good luck. What can I say?
I'm telling you what, I'm going to kick the motor guide up a couple of notches here. And this corner down here is loaded with smallmouth. I'll get down there and hopefully we get one or two on camera.
Right on.
We've got like a mayfly hatch going on right now, and I think that's really making these smallmouth get active. They're chasing these things up to the surface and trying to eat them.
Oh, Todd Patrick wants to know who's this guy.
Who's what? Who's me?
Yeah, who's you?
Who's Todd?
Derek Brundle? Who's Todd? Todd's the guy that can't post up more than one fish in a tournament. He's the next Greg Nozart.
Greg Jr.?
I don't know if I'd call Todd Jr., but we can roll with it.
Yeah, we're going to call him Greg Jr.
He said Mark Boats, question mark. I'm in the same boat as Todd. I can't post up a winning limit here lately, so I'm going to go ahead while I've got you on the phone. It does give me a little bit of a break. I'm going to go ahead and look up our guys on our KBF trails real quick. While you're
I was wondering how these guys are doing. They're down at what? High Rock, Table Rock, and Randleman High Rock, right?
Right. We'll go over Table Rock first. Let me go ahead. Richie McMichael is actually third. Our Richie McMichael is third place at Table Rock at the moment, sitting at 71 3/4. Let me go on down here. I know we got a couple. Marty Hughes is in 14th with 29.5.
Nice.
Our Josh Booth is sitting at 22nd with 16. Our guys are catching fish in a live event. Troy Inky is in 31st with a 13-inch. And if I miss a couple guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to go off of last names. So our Mr. Hillman hasn't. It doesn't look like any of the rest of our guys have posted anything yet on that tournament. And we'll check out the other one. What did you say the two lakes was? It was High Rock and which other one?
It's Table Rock.
No, it was another. Here we go. I found it. Okay, let me go ahead and go in here real fast.
Right, Table Rock, right?
No, it was High Rock and something else in North Carolina. All right, it looks like our Eric Nelson is sitting 11th in that one at 31 3/4. I'm not seeing any of our guys, any other of our guys post up any fish. Someone did throw up a 9 3/4 fish in that event, though. But I don't see any of our other guys at the moment. So I know they're still grinding it out, but that's our KBF update for the day at the moment. Randleman was the other one.
Oh, yeah. Randleman High Rock, right? And then Table Rock.
Correct.
Yep.
So the rest of our guys haven't posted up fish just yet. Man, I hate getting off camera with you because I know as soon as I do, you catch a fish. It happens every time with you. Man. We did get to see a perch.
Yeah, man. I'll let you see that big old perch.
Any shout outs you do want to give to anybody today, buddy?
Yeah, man. I want to give a shout out to my wife. She's been putting up with me fishing a lot lately, a lot, and she's just mad cool about it. You know what I mean? I told her, I said I'm fishing the bracket today, and if I'm lucky enough to move on, I still have the KBF one night stand tonight, so I'll fish that and then go fish tomorrow if I move on in the bracket. So be no sleep.
Well, buddy, we'll give you one last cast to see if you can make it happen with a bass. But if not, you still were the first person to put a fish. You're not just the first person to put a fish up. You're the first person to come on camera this morning. We've had to get everybody else on phone call.
I'm the first one today.
You're the first one on camera.
Oh, Marcus, I love you, buddy.
Hey, buddy, you're my homie, in and out. You know, snack coffee.
You don't know how many messages I've gotten like, dude, I thought you and Mark were homies. What's going on? Just having fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of messages. I had calls from people. What'd you do to tick off Derek?
Yep, I don't know.
You just missed another one, didn't you?
Yep, I promise though, we're good. We're just messing around.
No, yeah, we're good on that.
Well, I tell you what, that was pretty funny though what Bobby did.
Todd wants you to tell us about the amped battery you use.
So, I run on my Motor Guide XI3. I run a 100 amp hour by Amped Outdoors lithium. The thing lasts forever. And as far as lithiums go, they're very, very affordable. I don't, everybody always, that's always the question now. How many hours you get on that thing? I really couldn't tell you. I've fished 14 to 16 hours straight before, never had an issue, but I do put this on the charger every night when I get home. I mean, it's good for like 3,000 charges, so it's not like we're ever going to burn them out, you know what I mean?
Right.
And my Motor Guide hardly ever shuts off. I mean, I'm just running down the bank all the time, and if I'm not running down the bank, it's in the GPS anchor mode, the pinpoint GPS, but so it's still running. But yeah, I mean, I've melted some regular batteries before doing what I do, and then I've got the 18 amp hour Amped Outdoors battery that runs my electronics, my GoPro charger, my phone charger, all my LED lights and everything, and that'll do the same. I've never run out of juice with that either. So great company and great customer service, and yeah, I mean, if you're in the market for a lithium battery at a good affordable price, definitely check out Amped.
Right on. Well, and we did get a little bit of an update on Florida. Apparently, they got 2 inches of rain and one big storm swell that came through.
Wow. Yeah, I talked to Bobby this morning at like 3 a.m. and he was on his way to the lake, and he said they were supposed to get a little bit of a storm.
2 inches sounds like a little bit more than a little bit to me.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like 2 inches more than a little bit.
Sounds like a lot of bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing I want to be involved with.
Not at all. I don't want to be involved in that one bit. But we'll let you get back to fishing, buddy. You know, I appreciate you coming on, and if we have time, we look forward to chatting with you a little bit later on.
Yeah, man, hit me up. You know where I'll be.
Yes, sir. You got it, buddy.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
Later, buddy.
Good luck out there, everybody.
All right. That is our buddy, Derek Brundle. Did just get an update here. It looks like Brad Case does have a fish. I'm not seeing it on Tiny X at the moment, but I do have note that Brad Case does have a fish. I'm just not showing it on camera. So we'll or on not camera, on Tiny X. Let me try refreshing, seeing if that does anything for us. I know it constantly refreshes, but I don't know why. Also, I don't have Skype information for Mr. Conrad Benetti, but we are going to try to call him. So I do have a phone number for Mr. Benetti. We'll try giving him a shout. I'm not sure why I can't find him on my Skype at all. We'll try giving the Barbarian himself a call real quick. If he has service. You know what? I do have a Skype. I found it. Okay, let's try giving him a call. All right, I don't think he's got. Doesn't look like he's got service. Oh yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Todd on real quick. Get Mr. Patrick in here with us on these interviews. There it goes. Mr. Todd.
What it is.
Good morning. We got some fish getting caught today.
Yeah, looks like Michigan's hot. Looks like the Northeast is hot. Like you said, Sunday guys are hot. And looks like Conrad Benetti put his name in the hat for second best bag so far today, 93 1/4 inch.
I did. It looks like Florida is waking up. Brad Case has an 18 3/4 inch fish as well. That's not coming through. Apparently, Florida got hit with over 2 inches of rain this morning.
Yeah, it must have been early this morning because I did just look at the radar and the whole state is clear. There's some rain off the coast and there's some rain in the Gulf, but it looks pretty good right now. Looks like they might have a little bit of partly sunny and overcast skies down there, but that rain must have came through pretty early.
I mean, hey, 2 inches of rain is enough to change up a situation for sure. But Dustin Orange just showed up. He threw up. He's at 83 now.
Yeah, I mean that's a guy I don't think I've picked Dustin Orange yet, and here he is, putting up another nice bag in the third week.
The
fourth round. Yeah, third week and fourth round, right?
No, third week, third round. We went 128, 64, 32, and then tomorrow is the 16th.
Oh, that's where it'll be double. So yeah, third week. Yep. So maybe I need to pick Dustin if he wins.
We might have to. He's finally starting to show up, and like we always preach about, it doesn't. You don't have to have the best bag. You just got to beat the guy you're going against.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to see if we can get Mr. Starley on the phone here. He's back up as normal with a decent bag every morning like usual. I'm letting him answer. I've got to get Dustin Orange. I got a couple guys that requested phone calls only today because I guess the service issues. Apparently, we're having service issues almost all the way across the board.
I do have an update for Lake St. Clair where Jeremy Baker, Eric Polans, and I believe Kyle Evans are at. They're battling 2 to 4 foot rollers and 20-mile-an-hour winds. And Eric told me he was sight fishing for smallmouth. So it seems like it's got rough conditions up there, but the fishing is on fire.
Right on. Well, let me see here. You know what? Since I didn't, and I apologize, since I didn't come on air, I never got to make my picks, but I'll go ahead and just say what I had wrote down. I had Robert Brown, who at the moment is currently losing. I had Jason Starley, who last time I checked, I believe is currently in the lead over Eric Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
I picked Dustin Orange this week because I felt like he was going to do something because I got in trouble for not picking him. I picked Doug Wilson, who I think is in the lead at the moment. I took Matt Charette because I believe Eric Siddiqui is at Table Rock.
Yep.
I picked Conant, who I believe is losing to Mr. Baker at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I took Derek Brundle, who I believe is winning at the moment. I took Rodney Merritt, who I believe is losing at the moment.
Yep.
I did take Doc Acosta over Conrad. Doc does have a 5-fish limit, but he doesn't have service. We don't know how big it is. I took Rolando Nandon out of Texas. I don't believe him or Keelan Kyle have posted fish just yet. No, Keelan Kyle is at 57 3/4. Let me rephrase that. I took Brad Case over Bobby Morin. I took Silas Garrett over Jamie Broad. Charner over Catherine Field. Tyler Cole over Jordan Westerman. Richie McMichael over Jeremy Brands, and Marty Hughes over Troy Inke, who are both on Table Rock. So there's my picks, just so they're out in the open and everybody has them early before anything decides to happen in the later day. And I'm already losing half of them anyway, so. But that's the way it goes. How do you predict when you have 32 of the best anglers around? How do you predict? I mean, look at this. You've got, out of 32 people, you've already got 23 with fish on the board. Brad cases are finally starting to come through.
We got 4 over 90.
4 over 90, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 80, then another 5, 6 over 70.
Yep.
I mean, this is beaten statistically. This is wiping all the KBF live events off the charts. But you would expect that with, people being able to fish wherever, but it's pretty cool to see, definitely. It is cool to see. I mean, at the end of the day, you still got to go catch them.
I'm sorry if I sound biased, but I'm really intrigued by the Northeast versus the Michigan guys. Those battles are tight, man. I
mean, not only that, but these Sunday folks came to play, dude.
I think that the Sunday guys, like you said, they've been showing out the whole tournament, and to be able to showcase on Saturday now, it's pretty cool to see.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at our top 6, 5 of them are Sunday guys. Conrad's the only Saturday guy in the top 6. That speaks for itself on that one. I can't get a hold of Mr. Starley on Skype. Let's go ahead and try him on a phone call real quick. And then we'll...
looks like Robert Brown he's up to 79.5.
Yeah, Robert Brown, and I think he's 2 inches behind Torrey Webb.
Jeremy Baker just caught a 19.25 to go to 94.5 inches. Yeah. Better watch out! Oh, Jeremy is on him. He had 99.25 last week, and he's at 94.5, and he's halfway through his day here, coming up at the 9 o'clock hour or 10 o'clock hour.
Jason, well, no, he's
not. 11 o'clock. Halfway through his day, so he's not even halfway.
Right on. Jason, you with us? Jason? Hey, buddy, you with us? Hey, buddy, can you hear us? Yeah, I think the internet connection is bad. Can you Facebook message me your phone number? All right, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. It's just not coming through well. He tried to Facebook video call me, but it's not coming through. But no, I'm with you, dude. These northeast and you said the northeast all the way across the board, from Virginia all the way up, and then of course Michigan as well. These guys are all going at it. Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of guys expected to see Florida all over the boards, but that's not what's happening this morning.
No, other than Mr. Consistency and Conrad Benetti, we don't see a Florida guy in the top 10.
That's right. Hey, Mr. Starley, you with us now?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Starley. Or as I like to better mention it now, the 50% half of Starley and Hutch.
Yeah, he won't let me be Hutch.
He won't let you be a Hutch. Starley is paired up with the one and the only Rodney Kennan in the KBT teams event, and Kennan told Starley he could not be Hutch. So, Jason, what are you doing this morning? Are you doing the same thing as always? You go to a different lake? What's on the agenda here?
I'm back on my home lane class. I don't know if it's gonna put up the size or anything, but yeah, going blind the lake didn't work out too good for me last week. I mean, I got mine. It was a struggle.
Gotcha. Okay. You say struggle, but you've been over 80 inches with your 5-fish limit before I wake up every single day. I mean, when I walk out of the room and I'm in the back and I walk in here to my computer, the first thing I expect to see when I turn on the standings is boom, there's Jason Starley, and you have not disappointed one week yet.
And I think several people got a limit before me today.
Well, now your opponent is fishing a live event in North Carolina.
Yeah, he's got a good one on the board.
He does have a good one on the board. What do you feel like you're going to have to take down Mr. Nelson today?
I don't know what I need to take down him, but I would like to. My best bag on this lake has been 92 inches out of a kayak. I'd be happy if I could do that. I don't know if that'll be enough to take down him, but I'm kind of more fishing against myself, and the way I look at it is you never know what the other guy's got. He may have bad cell service and might have 110 inches like Bobby put up last, few weeks ago.
I absolutely. And that's and Bobby did that fishing in that bracket and in the losers the losers take all bracket, and that's just like a windstorm. You see 110 come across the board. If I seen 110 come across the board, I'd be daggum near decided to pack up and go home.
Man. And don't quit your
No, you can't ever stop casting. I mean, you got 10 hours, and you never know what's going to happen.
That's right.
So we've talked to you when you were casting on a seawall. We've talked to you when you were flipping docks. You've been burning a spinnerbait. What is Jason Starley doing this morning?
Shaky head and a Texas rig, pretty much.
Shaky head and a Texas rig.
Yeah, I was throwing square bills earlier and catching a bunch of hybrid bass. Well, I say a bunch, catching a few decent hybrid bass. I couldn't get the large one out bottom because hybrids were beating them to them, I think. So I decided to throw that.
All you guys out there, this is another one of the most dedicated fishing anglers that we've got on the KBT. He is also the third person that we're going to talk to today that is not only fishing today, the 10-hour tournament, then he's fishing the one-night stand tournament tonight. Then if he wins today, he's fishing another 10 hours tomorrow. 34 hours on the water.
I'm going to take a break somewhere.
You're telling me you're not going to stay up and fish 34 consecutive hours?
I'll probably go home for about 3 hours.
Okay, so 31 hours. He's going to fish for 31 hours. That makes a huge difference.
A little bit of shut-eye can be all the difference in the world sometimes.
I got to say, the whole reason that I didn't sign up for the Arkansas one-night stand is because I knew I would have to go against you.
Last night was the first one I've done. I've night fished a lot, but it was the first one-night stand I had entered. And I was wore out after fishing the bracket, and I only went for a few hours first go around, and caught 118.5 inch bass. Went home and was going to come back for a few hours in the morning, and I didn't make it back out. So
yeah.
I think I don't know, I think it's like 18 out of 34 people or something like that.
Right.
One fish. So If we repeat that this week and for this month, then we would have a very good chance.
Right on, right on. Well, any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Well, most of my family just, they support me, but they don't really watch any of this stuff. But it don't mean anything. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I don't mean anything or they don't mean me well. They just don't care to watch me. But my wife, she really wanted to come out here and she didn't make it. And I really appreciate her, everything she does for me. She's going to be bringing me some lunch in a few hours, I hope. And besides that, just, I got to thank my God for all of his blessings.
Amen.
This is a wonderful creation, and we get to get out here and enjoy it. And great nation we live in too. So.
Amen to that, man. We always got to thank the Creator. I'll back that 110%, and I appreciate you. Appreciate you saying that for sure. For all these guys out there that are fishing, I am kind of jealous that your wife's bringing you lunch, but I'm broadcasting, and my wife's also bringing me lunch. So we're going to meet in the middle on that one, buddy. But I'll let you get back to fishing. I know you're trying to get a couple upgrades, and if we have time, we'll holler back at you later this afternoon.
All right. You take care, bro.
You too, buddy. Good luck out there.
I got one on.
Uh-oh. We're gonna at least stay on the camera, even though we can't watch. We're gonna listen to how big it is.
He threw it.
Oh.
It might have been 14 inches. It wasn't nothing.
All right. Well, good luck to you, buddy, and we'll check in with you later. We're following along.
All right. Take care.
Later, buddy.
Thank you. Bye.
Mr. Jason Starley. I lost Todd Patrick on there. Not sure what happened. We'll try giving Todd a call back real quick. And then we're going to try to get the one, the infamous Robert Brown on. Alright, I guess we don't have Todd right now. Like I said, not sure what happened there. I'm sure he'll message back here in a little while. In the meantime, there he is. Mr. Todd.
What's up? What's up?
Lost you there.
Oh, my bad.
All right.
I'm getting Skype email for Jeremy Baker. He said that he was battling winds. I think he might be taking a little break right now. So,
do you want me to go ahead and give Mr. Baker a call? I've got his Skype email.
He said he's ready for it.
All right. Let's see if we can get him on the phone here. Yeah, I tried calling him first thing this morning, didn't get him on, so we'll see if we can bring him on now. There we go, Mr. Baker.
Got ya?
What's up?
What's happening?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, I had you. You disappeared on us. There we go. There we go. What is going on, Jeremy Baker?
What's happening?
Talk about
battling the wind.
So you've been in first all morning. Derek Rundle says not today, throws up 91.5 inches on you, and then you say, psych, and take back the lead with 54.5.
Telling you, it's been tough. If I could get a day where the wind isn't blowing or it isn't raining, we got sunshine today, but I'm basically just drifting over these spawning flats and hopping a tube right now. I think the front hatch of my Hobie's about filled with water, but
what's it look like out there, Jeremy? If you want to show us, if you don't want to give your spot up, that's cool too. Just wondering what it looked like out there. If you want to show us what it looked like.
Yeah, let me see if I can flip it around.
Feels good. It's gotta feel good when the bite's on like that, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's nice. I was kind of it's definitely slowing down. I am getting getting quality bites, but I'm getting a lot of 18 inches, 17 inches right now. So I'm trying to beat through those, but I'll take those too any day. But I don't know if you can see, getting a little better.
How's that bow mounted trolling motor working for you?
Well, new this year to me, but I'm getting used to it now, and I'm telling you, I couldn't fish these spots without it. I'm glad I ended up pulling the trigger on that. I was going back and forth how I wanted to do it, but you know, when we were fishing down at the 10 Invitational down there, it really helped out maneuvering around, and you know, out here on Lake St. Clair for sure. And it gives me the chance to fish how I want to fish without having to drift off and constantly, you know, pedal to keep on. So you've got the infamous Motor Guide XI3 with spot lock, correct? I got the XI3, but I do not have the spot lock.
Do you wish that you had spot lock?
I have a non-stop thumb that's on the button constantly. I can tell you today, she's probably going to croak out early on me, so I got to get some work done.
So what kind of battery are you pairing that up with? How are you running that?
I basically got, it's a battery I bought. I had a trolling motor and Dakota on the back of this thing, and I bought a Duracell deep cycle marine battery is what I'm running right now.
Okay.
But we're definitely going to have to try to upgrade to get me a lithium. I'd like to lose some weight on the back of this thing too a little bit. And,
yeah.
But it works for now.
Cool, man. So what have you been doing? You said tubes?
Yeah, I brought out, today I've basically been throwing a tube and a drop shot.
Okay.
Again, I've had more bites on the tube, and I think it's just because, you know, this wind, it's a little bit heavier, but I love throwing that tube. It's an erratic presentation. So if you get, you know, like right now, I'm basically drifting over spawning areas, and these fish are moving more to post spawn probably than they are spawn, but they still are here. So I got a little mixture of both. But when you snap that rod and you hop that tube off the bottom, it's really triggering these bites, and the wind might even be helping me with that too, you know.
So what are you thinking for next week for the event that we're going to be having up there? You think the fish are going to be moving out too deep, or you think we got a chance at them still?
Oh, you might have a chance depending on the you know, where you're at on the lake. You're getting a little bit of everything now. It's going to get, you know, to where you're getting some post spawn fish, but you know, of course, they don't all spawn at the same time, so you can get in the right areas. You can find them. You just gotta
the
right spot at the right time.
Well, it's gotta feel good putting up at 99.25 last week and sitting at 94.5. You think that you can upgrade, or you think it's gonna be a grind to get up there?
I think I can upgrade. I'm kind of debating on maybe doing a little more scouting around, but I don't want to take the foot off the gas pedal either. So I'm kind of caught in the middle right now. This area is getting beat up pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I do want to make it last as long as I can, but you do that and you don't end up fishing tomorrow. So
yeah. So I mean, and who are you going up against it again today? I don't have my thing in front of me, my bracket.
Oh,
you going against Matt? You going against Conant?
Matt, yeah, I was gonna say. Try to pronounce his last name, but I didn't want to butcher it.
Yeah, let's see where Matt's sitting at. Unless you got that information for us, Marcus.
He's in 5th place at 84 inches. So right now, Mr. Baker has a 10.5-inch lead on him.
Did you hear that, Jeremy? You got a 10.5-inch lead on your guy.
Okay.
But he is fishing bedded fish.
So anything can happen. And it's early.
Oh yeah.
It's early, so.
Hey, well, congrats on your early lead. You want to give any shout outs or anything like that, man?
No, just again, you know, the wife said I'm lucky that we have kind of crappy weather. That way I can do the fishing tournaments, and then I get out of having to go out, and she wants to go out on the pontoon boat. So as long as it blows a little bit, I might be able to stay in the kayak.
You got anything for him, Mark?
Well, man, I see I can hear what you're fishing in, and story of my life every time I go on the water. So I feel you. I'm glad I'm not paddling in it today. But any shout outs you do want to give to anybody?
No, like I said, just my wife right now. I'm grateful that she's cool with me being out here right now. I know this bracket tournament's a total different style, and I'm gonna try to go as far in this thing as I can. So.
Well, you're absolutely showing out this morning, and we've been following along all day, and we look forward to chasing you up on the top of the leaderboard, buddy. You just keep doing your thing, because obviously it's working.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys.
Keep grinding, Jeremy. Try to get a couple more upgrades. Get up into the upper 90s. Give yourself a good shot.
Will do, man. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Marcus.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Take care.
See ya.
That's an awesome dude.
Yeah, Jeremy's a great guy.
That is an awesome guy. We're going to go ahead and try back-to-back hammers here. We're going to try to get Robert Brown on the phone.
Downtown Robert Brown.
No joke.
79.5. I know he won't be happy with that for an ending total. He'll want to get up into the 90s.
Oh, absolutely. There's no quitting that guy. So, Martin O'Brien, the regional tournaments are the next one. You can hit up the KBBT page for the regionals. Mr. Brown.
What's up, fellas?
Go Navy, baby.
Go Navy, baby.
Oh! Hey!
Yeah.
No,
we'll call you back. All right.
That's funny.
We'll call him back. You just got done saying he wasn't going to be happy about that. Well, obviously he's not. So while we're waiting on him to go ahead and get that fish in, let's go ahead and give Mr. Dustin Arns a call. He did say Skype is not going to work where he's at. So let's go ahead and give Dustin a call real quick, and then we'll get right back to Mr. Brown. Uh-oh. Lost Todd again. Keep losing Todd. Dustin Arns, this is Marcus on KBBT Live. How's it going, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. I get to sit here and watch you put up, I think, the best bag you've thrown up so far in the KBBT.
Not yet. Not too bad. 88 inches.
88, okay. Well, you got 83, I believe, and it's still early. Yeah, 83 even. It's still real early. I went out on a whim this week, and I did announce just a little while ago. I actually picked you to win because I had inside information that Florida was starting to go a little dry. And here you go, the first week that I pick you, showing out again. Again. Is there any stop to you? Is there any stop to you?
I'm grinding all the way to the end, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to hear. What are you doing? What are you doing different today that you weren't doing last week?
Actually, really nothing. I'm actually slow dragging a ticket rig mostly today, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. A couple bed fish this morning, and then I'm kind of backing off so that I can pull in some bigger ones here.
So you're fishing bedded fish too?
I'm fishing a body of water that's got all three stages. They got pre-spawn, spawn, and then post-spawn, depending on what part of the lake you're on.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I know we always preach a lot about you, but just in case there is any new people following along today, go ahead and tell us a little bit about Dustin.
Dustin Arns is from a little small town in Tennessee, East Tennessee. It's called Warburg, Tennessee. I'm part of Senior Canoe I was about 4 years old. I'm a young fisherman. I catch them on whatever bite. But I do like to power fish a lot. If I have to switch to finesse, I will. But other than that, man, I'm an iron worker for the local union in Knoxville. I'm working at the Whitewall nuclear power plant. I fish in my spare time after I have a day job. Pretty much like everybody else. So.
Right on, right on. Well, I met Dustin on Lake Nickajack, and he's he showed up and just outperformed me right out the gate. And I said, okay, I see you, Mr. Ron. So what lake are you fishing today? You want to share or you want to keep that hidden?
No, it's okay. I'm actually at Cedar Creek Lake in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. You changed up states and all.
Yeah, and last week was Memorial Day, of course. And I knew the Tennessee River is probably going to be pretty bad. Pleasure boaters and all that. So I just decided, I fished this lake like 2 years ago. I caught some good fish down here. I've been meaning to come back, and I figured, why not, see what happens.
And it's working. And it's working. So you have a trolling motor on your kayak as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm a Minker power drive with the Pronas system.
Right on. What batteries are you powering it with?
Actually, I haven't switched to lithium yet. I'm still running the old $100 Walmart special. I mean, it works just fine.
It does that. Hey, I'm still the same way when I'm powering my trolling motor. When I decide to throw it on, I'm still using the same thing. I haven't switched to lithium yet myself either.
It's coming. I feel it. I mean, the new pursuit, it don't have no problem with weight anyway. So.
No, man, we go bow fishing in a pursuit. Pack 2 of us in there with the full bow fishing set up, floating down the river at night. That pursuit is as stable as it gets. And a great riverboat. My whole favorite part about the Pursuit is it's one of the few kayaks that you can actually paddle into a strong headwind, and when you stop paddling, you'll actually hold your position for a few minutes before you start moving backwards.
Yeah, it's definitely very streamlined, man.
And that makes a world of difference when you're spot fishing and you're paddling. Any shout outs you want to give to anybody?
Shout out to Danny Gann. I mean, he's a hammer, so I'm got my work cut out for him. Anyway, shout out to all my family. They always support me in everything I do. And shout out to my girlfriend, Stephanie. I'm sure everybody's heard about her.
Oh, she commented earlier, said y'all not picking him as good luck for him, and I had to correct her. I said no. I did go out on a whim this week and pick him, but she did comment earlier. I was wondering.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend, Stephanie. She's awesome. She's always around,
Is she bringing you lunch today?
No, I'm back home today. She's not bringing me lunch.
We're going to start asking that as a question. Jason Starley said his wife is bringing him lunch. My wife decided she's bringing me lunch, so now that's a new question we're going to ask in the interviews.
Kudos to y'all. I got beef jerky and a peanut butter sandwich.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, buddy, we'll let you keep grinding. I know you're trying to knock out a big limit, knowing exactly who you're going up against. Danny Gann is absolutely that. He is a major stick. He's only got one fish on the board at the moment, but being where he's fishing, it only takes 5 casts. So.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
But we'll let you get back to fishing, man. We appreciate you coming on, and we're enjoying following along with you.
All right, thank you, man. You too.
No problem. Take it easy, buddy. Class act out the gate, man. He's always a good guy. I love Dustin to death. I've known him for a couple of years now. And and I've got just nothing but positive things to say about the dude. We are going to try to get Mr. Robert Brown, who just showed us a good fish and made a good call. We're going to try to get him back on the normal. Got him a little closer. There he is. Welcome back, Mr. Brown. You're not going to hold up another fish, are you?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I don't have your camera just yet. There we go. All right. Well, you're coming out the gate again. You're showing us another fish on camera again. Same day, different story for you.
Man, it's been an interesting morning so far.
Well, you still got a lot of time left. You're going against Mr. Tory Webb. We talked to him a little bit earlier. He's out there having fun in Virginia on smallmouth bass. You're catching greenfish, and you're an inch and a half behind him.
Yeah, I've lost probably 4 good fish already. It's hurting my heart.
That can be a difference maker, just changing your momentum. When you lose a big fish, that can ruin your day if you let it.
Yeah, the bite's funny, man. Like earlier, I was catching them on a DT10. I lost that to a bowfin. Then I switched to a swim bait, caught a couple on that, and now I've been throwing a bandito bug, but they won't hit it moving at all. I got to just leave it still. And it's the work. Like I hate fishing that way.
It's funny you say that. A couple weeks back when I was going up against Jeff, I had the same thing. I was dropping a Cinco into grass mats, and they wouldn't hit it if I twitched it. But if I just let it sink to the bottom, they'd either hit it or they wouldn't. Uh-oh. Austin.
So I guess trying to check my camera.
It's all good. It happens. But, yeah, so, I had the same issue a couple weeks back, man. They wouldn't hit it if it was moving. It had to just fall down.
Yeah, man. And I hate fishing that way.
Power fisherman at heart.
I hate fishing that way. But, I'm still optimistic. I know I'm going to catch them in the afternoon. The afternoon bite's going to be pretty good, I think.
Well, you are officially tied for second place for showing the most fish on camera this whole bracket series. You're behind Derek Brundle by 2 fish, so that's not a shame at all. So are we gonna get to see another one on camera here? You already shown us once today. We gonna get to see one get reeled in?
I think so. Yeah, that'll happen.
You got a lot of fans out there, Mr. Brown.
Do I now?
You got the whole Virginia nation with you, except for Tony Bryant. Tony Bryant's with Mr. Tory Webb. They're best buddies.
That's all right. I'm okay with that. I'm a Tory Webb fan myself.
I'm starting to become a Tory Webb fan. That guy's fun to talk to.
Yeah, man. I talked to him yesterday. I was like, hey, man, once we're done with this stuff, man, I'm going to have to come up there near you so you can teach me how to catch the brown ones. That's a bucket list fish, man. I've never got one.
You've never caught a smallmouth?
No. Only fished for them once, and I wore out the largemouth fishing for the smallies.
I've got a fish that Robert Brown don't have. I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. 18.5 inches is my record of smallie in Arkansas, so you got to beat 18.5.
18.5. Got it. Well, my boy Nate's going to take me smallie fishing too, Nate Green.
Right on. Well, I tell you what, that Tory Webb, that guy has got a lot of energy. He was pumped for coming on for the first time. It was just nonstop excitement. That dude is pumped to be on the water right now.
There's a fish.
Never fails. Is it an upgrade? No,
not at all.
Not. Hey, but to be fair, you're only one camera fish behind.
Huge.
Pull the Greg Nozar. You're only one camera fish behind Derek Brundle, and you officially took over second place for fish on camera.
I've been plagued by small ones, and I've lost all the big ones and catch all the small ones, man.
Sorry about that.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Thank you. I felt it coming. I was like, oh, that don't feel good. I hate those sneezes that make your whole body hurt.
Comes with age.
I'm starting to learn myself.
I'm down to my last bug that they're biting in the color, in the natural color.
Uh-oh. Well, you know you're going to have to pull something out your hat. Charter Williams ran out of frogs, started throwing a topwater speed craw.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and he was catching more on the speed craw than he was the frogs.
Well, I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Hey man, that's what makes the difference of a good angler and a great angler is what happens when you get hit with a I can't even think of the word I'm saying, but when you have to make decisions on the water in a split second, sometimes you just got to dig through that tackle bag. Matthew Linsman caught his biggest smallmouth last week on a beetle spin.
On a beetle spin?
On a beetle spin, 19 3/4, I think it was, on a beetle spin.
That's impressive.
That's what I said. I don't know if I've ever caught a fish on a beetle spin. Much less ever had.
I don't think I've caught a fish on a beetle spin either.
I don't think I've ever had one in the kayak with me ever. So just the fact that he had one was impressive to me.
Yes, sir. Maybe I'll tie on like a rooster tail. That'll do it.
There we go. You might get played with more little ones, but you know.
No, I'm about to start throwing my jig.
You with a jig is a dangerous scenario.
Hey man, I grew up in Florida, fishing those lakes, and jig was the first thing I picked up. I never put it down, man. I love it. I love the bite, that thump.
And they do thump it.
Or another one I like is also when you lift up and you have no weight and your line's just swimming off.
Yeah, that's not so fun when you're fishing grass mats.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
When you pick up and your line is slack and you're fishing a hole in the grass, that is you better just crank down in a hurry.
I lost one like that earlier this morning.
You just got to crank down and pray. That's all you can do.
You know, man, I've yet to get a topwater fish this year, man. I don't know what's going on.
Man, I had some good frog fishing a while, about a month ago, and that's really what got me on the frog bite. But besides that, I haven't had much topwater action myself.
Yeah, I'm actually not a big topwater fisherman. If I do throw topwater, it's going to be like a walking style bait.
See, I like the second water column. I like the glide baits, like your super flukes, or throwing a little wacky worm. That's my kind of fishing right there.
Got you. Right now, I'm fishing a deep and clear natural lake, and out here, man, that's pretty much what like. I never really catch them shallow here. Everything's like 15 feet or deeper.
That's out of my comfort zone, man. I like fishing 12 and under.
It's got good riprap and good 45-degree banks, so.
There you go. There you go.
And the wind's picking up, so I think the bite might pick up a little bit here.
Right on. Well, while we do have you on camera, you want to give any shout-outs to anybody?
A shout-out to the wife for always, putting up with all the fishing I do. And, shout-out to my team, Fin Freaks, VA. Check us out. My boys are fishing in the Randleman tournament right now. Last I checked, Michael Marber was like in the top 10. He was on my fishing team. He's a pretty good stick. But and shout out to KBBT, man, for putting on this awesome bracket style tourney.
And we sure do appreciate that. We couldn't do it without sticks like you, that's for sure. What did you say your buddy's name was? I'll look up the standings real quick.
Micah Marbra.
Micah Marbra. Here, let me see if I can find that name on here real quick. I don't see it, Micah Marbra. How do you spell his last name?
Marbra.
Not sure what happened to his fish. I'm not showing him with a fish posted.
Really?
That's the High Rock and Randleman event, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm not showing a Marbra with a fish posted unless I'm looking over it.
That's weird because when I checked earlier this morning, he was like in 7th place. I don't know. Maybe his fish got denied. I usually get one off this laydown.
We do, however, in our KBBT family, we do have Corey Dreyer is now in 15th with 33 inches. Eric Nelson still in 16th with 31 3/4. And as far as I can tell, that is our KBBT family in that event.
So Greg hasn't posted a fish yet?
Greg has not posted a fish yet. And I know he's got service because he's been watching the broadcast all morning.
Pretty sure y'all gonna let him hear about that.
Yeah, I've been kind of making little gestures towards him all day. We got to keep it fun and entertaining. He picks at me too.
Definitely, man.
I must not be looking at your boy's name right. I've got to be overlooking his name somewhere. Is he from Virginia?
Yeah, he's from Virginia.
I got some West Virginia boys up top. I got a Green from Virginia is the first one I see. What's crazy is I'm not even seeing Greg in the event.
Something must be going on. That's weird.
Yeah, something's going on there because I'm not even seeing Greg. You know what? Oh, that's because I'm not looking at the right event. See there? That's what happened. I was looking at some other event that's going on with it. All right.
You're looking at the CKA event?
Yes. So Eric Nelson is in 7th place with 49 1/4. Your boy is in 2nd place with 76 3/4. Right behind the one and only Jody Queen. And our Mark Edwards is in 14th with 39 1/4.
Goddamn, Jody's a good stick, man.
He is, boy. He is. Now let me actually go down here and see if Greg. Our William Brewer's got 15 3/4. He's in 32nd. Make my way.
How's the guy he's going up against in the KBBT doing?
William Brewer?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, he's going up against Doug Wilson, I believe. And let me see where Doug's at real fast. As soon as these standings go around. Doug Wilson's at 58 1/4.
Will's got some work to do. Just like me.
Some work.
Just like me. Me and Tori gonna put on a show for you guys.
You're already doing it. We're enjoying watching it. We are enjoying watching. You know, Greg might have a fish posted. Let me go back. He does have fish posted. Greg is in 31st with 15 3/4. Greg has a fish.
Look at that.
Greg does have a fish. I'm going to eat that crow. Greg, if you're still watching, good job, buddy. I am proud of you. Get 4 more. You outdid me on Fort Gibson already.
You got this, Greg.
Hey, it only takes 5 fish. You got plenty of time left to do it.
That's right. It's a great thing about fishing. Your next cast could be a bite every time.
Every time. And I'll go ahead and go over our guys on Table Rock real quick since we went over that one. And again, I might miss some because I've got to go off of last names. Marty Hughes, 17th with 29 1/4. I thought we had another guy up there. Oh, Richie McMichael still in 3rd at 74. Run down the rest of it here real quick. Troy Inky now in 19th with 29 inches. Josh Booth in 26th with 16 inches. And that wraps up our KBBT guys on that link.
Hey, man, I ain't tell you guys. I've upgraded, man. I got me a Torpedo on the Bonafide now.
Uh-oh. He's got him a truck. What battery are you using to motor it around?
Yeah, man. That's going to increase my range. So look out, everybody.
What battery are you powering it with?
The big one. I think it's what 920 or something like that.
Dakota Lithium?
Oh no, the Torpedo comes with its own battery.
Oh, okay. I don't have one, so I wouldn't know.
It's a pretty legit battery too, man. Like I ran full for like, I don't know, 2 hours, pretty much fishing here and there. And my battery, I was still at like 70, 78% battery life.
Right on, dude.
So I'm pretty impressed with it, man. Shouts to Torpedo, Jeff Little, and all those guys for what they doing.
Greg said he was the first to post a fish this morning. I told him, I said, I apologize. I was looking at the wrong one.
He was the first to post a fish?
That's what Greg said, dude.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's taking over Will Brewer's spot.
Hey, I'm glad Greg's on. He's been on a pattern. He's been pre-fishing, I think, for 2 days. He deserves 5 fish.
Oh, he's fishing a pattern?
Yeah, he said he got on a pattern. I was impressed. He's been throwing up fish.
Nice. I haven't been able to pattern them today. It's been pretty much junk fishing.
Hey, man, that's my favorite way to do it. But man, I gotta break some of these other guys on, so we'll let you get back to fishing. But you know, you guys are putting on a show, you and Tori Webb, and we look forward to following along all day long, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, you take it easy and good luck to you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Bye. All right, guys, that was Mr. Robert Brown. We always like to give the guys on Skype a little bit of time if they're catching fish. Again, I am sorry to Greg. Blonde moment. I know it's probably not that blonde anymore, but blonde moment. Just looked at the wrong event. I was looking at a CKA event that was held on the same day on the same lakes, not the KBF event. So I apologize for that, but we're going to jump right back into this. We're going to see if we can get Mr. Tyler Cole on the phone. Let me see if I have Skype info or a phone call. I do have Skype info for Tyler Cole. Let's see if we can get him on the phone real quick. I do have Tyler Cole here. See if we can get him on. Mr. Cole!
How we doing?
We're going, buddy. How are you doing? I don't have your camera just yet.
I think we're getting there.
There we go. Uh-oh, are you switching locations?
Yeah, headed to a different lake. The first one this morning was just dead. A lot of little fish, but
Gotcha. Okay, so you're switching. You're the first thing that we've caught on camera so far. I think actually in the process of switching waters. You're sitting at 75.5 right now. So you did get you a limit, it looks like.
yeah, we ground. Both of us, me and Jordan, are fishing the same lake against each other, so we're staying.
So you're at, you guys are close. You're at 75.5, and he is at 74 and a 74 and a quarter. So that's an inch and a quarter apart, man. Is he moving too?
Yeah, he's right behind me.
So you guys are just moving locations together. You're going to grind it out all day against each other.
Yep. We decided when we met each other that we'd do it on the same lake and see how it turns out. So we actually, the first lake we picked, neither one of us had been on it before. And there's been some giant fish caught out of it, but the weeds are growing up so bad, and it's just this weather is completely different from our last 2 weeks. It's dead calm up here, and it's colder. I mean, it's only 62 degrees today.
Man, you Iowa anglers have been showing out.
There's some definite quality up here.
going out. I hate to see one of you guys go home because both of you guys have been so great, through this whole thing. And, it just
Yeah.
got to the point you're in round 3. You didn't have anyone else to go against but the best.
Right.
Tyler's already put down 2 Iowa anglers.
Yeah, I hated seeing Mason go home last week. I mean, that was a crazy match. I mean, I was sitting at 93 and 3/4, and he sticks his personal best fish right as the board closes and hits 93. And I mean, to go home from Iowa at 93 inches is crazy.
To go home anywhere with 93 inches is crazy, but in the northern states, I would have to agree. I feel like the northern states don't necessarily get the credit they deserve, but that just goes to show you there's big bass everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, granted, we don't have Florida bass, but we have plenty of that 20 to 22 inch fish. So.
Right on, right on. Well, what if you want to share with us anything that you've been doing today that's different than what you've been doing, or anything like that?
Today the weeds are heavy in this first lake, and I just picked up the frog and went to work, and I missed more fish than I caught. The water in these weedy lakes, we're clear down. I'm actually 4 hours from my house right now.
Right.
And we're in the southwest corner, and it's just, the water is just crystal clear, and these fish are just spread out. And so you'll find one here, find one there. So the lake we're headed to now is the lake that I fished on yesterday, and I put up probably low 90s off it yesterday. Just fun fishing. So hopefully we can get back on them today.
Well, hey, man, good luck to you. Any shout-outs you do want to give out there?
Just my kids and my sponsors, Mossy Oak and Bassett Baits. RoboHawk, they're a great company. He's Iowa-based. Bassett Baits out of Rockford. He builds all my lures for me. I can't even think right now. So, but yeah.
Man, you just look like you're out there having fun.
Yeah. It's
Hello?
fish. Are we there?
Oh, we're there. We got Jordan Westerman on with you.
Uh-oh.
We figured y'all were driving together. We'd go ahead and add you both on. So both of you guys are driving to a new lake together. You've been going head to head together. Now you're on camera together.
We stayed at the same campsite last night. We fished together yesterday, so we've been together probably too much the last 2 days.
Well, so did you guys pick this second lake together? Like, were y'all just paddling up to each other and said, "Hey, let's move"?
Well, Tyler had fished there yesterday and caught some fish, and the lake that we showed up to today, it's got a lot of the curly leaf pondweed, and it was all topped out. So like anything from about 8 foot to 1 foot is all just a mat, and it's the fish were in there, but we just couldn't get to them. So it's like we could catch a bunch of littles, or we could go, call out some fish and go have some fun. So we figured I paddled over to him, and it's like, now's the time to leave if we're gonna leave. So we're going to find some bigger fish.
Right on. So Tyler's putting in the work, found the better hole. Y'all are still going together. You're camping out. I'm sure you're going to end your day together. I mean, this is probably the best story. We're going to get 2 Iowa anglers that have battled their way all the way into the 3rd round. Both of them taking out some major sticks in the game, and now they're having to go head to head, and they're working as a team to both get good numbers on the board, and they're only an inch and a half apart. You know, that has got to be respect across the board for you two anglers, and I am now, if not more, just loving the show that we're going to get throughout this entire day of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said a couple weeks ago in the first one. You know, Iowa's pretty tight knit. All us kayak guys stick together pretty good. It's always fun.
That's awesome, man. That's the way it should be. I mean, you know, we run into enough problems having to fight off boats and not getting the respect we deserve from bigger vessels. But you know, when we can stick together and you can go head to head, and not only can you go head to head, but you can camp out together and jump bodies of water at the same time. You know, that's just something remarkable, and it just shows how close the kayak family really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jordan, I had already asked Tyler, man, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to while you are on air, buddy?
You know, just like last week, gotta give a shout out to my family and all the guys at Iowa Kayak Anglers. You know, that's kind of our home group and the guys that we fish with the most. That and the guys that run the Midwest Kayak Series, I support those guys too. So, those are my biggest. And thanks to you guys, this you know, we've been having a blast with this bracket. You guys have been working your butts off. We appreciate all of that.
Absolutely.
Hey, dude, it is worth every bit of the broadcasting hours just to see you guys and how you're doing everything and bring you on the air. Are either one of you guys in the teams event?
No, we both decided to take it off. I do about every online that I can, so you know, I'm kind of not necessarily burnt out, but I need to go have some fun fishing time a little more than just strictly chasing only big fish.
Right. No, hey, I completely understand. I'll be honest. Jeff put me out after fishing back to back for 6 weeks straight on the KBBT. And, you know, I've just been having kind of a relaxing couple of weeks for sure. But it is a grind that a lot of people don't realize. I mean, it's 10 hours a day, and you don't get a rest. Especially if you got a day job. You work all week long, and you're right back on the water another 10 hours.
Right.
Sunday goes by so fast it's not even funny. And you guys have been fishing on Sunday, so I'm sure Saturday's been pre-fishing.
Yeah, and for me, like, I get off work at 4 every day, and I'm on the water till 9 or 10 every day. So this is just I just fish. You know, it's for the online stuff. Like I keep telling these guys, I have no excuse to not win a monthly online. I fish every day, but when you're fishing those onlines, it gets tough to have fun because if you're catching 19s and 20s and you need a 21 to call, those 19s and 20s aren't as much fun to catch.
Well, yes, there's no way around that. All of a sudden, you know, online events do definitely make those 19s and 18s not as much fun. But when you're not fishing a tournament and you're just out there catching them, there's nothing better.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Then it's a whole nother world.
Yeah, my favorite fishing is when I don't even have a measuring board in the boat.
That's when you know you're going to catch the big ones.
That's when every 14-inch fish is magically 16. When you don't have to put it on the board, they're always a little bit big. Yes, sir. You got to hold them close to the camera.
Right.
But we'll let you guys get to your next spot, man. Thank y'all for putting on such a show and being such respectable anglers to each other. And man, we really look forward to following you guys the whole rest of the day.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, Jordan. What great anglers, guys. What freaking awesome anglers. I had to do that. Tyler didn't even know that I was bringing him on. I did it while he was talking. That I had to. That was just freaking incredible. That's awesome. I absolutely enjoyed the heck out of that right there. Not only helping each other out, but going to a new lake together as well. So I'm going to look back and see if I notice any changes in our boys fishing the KBF event. I'm going to make sure that I've got the correct event this time. And we're going to go down there. We're just going to scroll through here real quick. Not any changes that I can actually see and point out. So we'll jump back into this here. Let's see who we're going to bring on next. Let me take a look at the leaderboard real fast here. See who we brought on. I think we've talked to roughly 12 people today, or tried to. I think we had 2 that didn't answer. Let's see here. Grab the next guy on the list and just keep going down with it. Looks like Jeremy Brands has moved up quite a bit. He is now in 7th place. Let's go ahead and see if we can get him on the phone real fast, and we'll just keep going on here. We'll see if we can't give Mr. Brands a call. He might not have service. Doesn't look like it's... Oh, there we go. Oh, we did get him. Mr. Jeremy.
Guys, how's it going?
It's going good, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Awesome. I see you're jumping up in the leaderboards here.
Yeah, I got one big fish, one kicker. I'm just trying to find some upgrades now.
Awesome. That's a lot of grass behind you.
Yeah, I'm on a real small lake here.
Looks like you're fishing shallow water.
Yeah, it's only like 4 feet. I'm catching them right at the edge of the bank.
Woo! All right, what are you doing different this week that that you didn't do last week?
I went to Mason Good Spot. It's been putting up 92, 93 inches every week.
Right on. Hey, I know he's in the team event coming up. Are you in the team bracket?
Yeah, he's my teammate.
That's what I think. I knew it was an Iowa angler. I just got off the phone with Tyler Cole and Jordan Westerman, and when they said they weren't fishing, I said, well, that only leaves one more Iowa angler I know. So I knew Mason Good had a teammate in that. Man, you guys got to be pretty excited going in. That is a stick fest, you and him going up, with each other.
Yeah, I think we ought to do pretty well.
Iowa's just been hot, man. I mean, I hate to see, one of you 3 guys going home, but knowing at least one of the Iowa anglers is going to advance into tomorrow, and possibly 2, if you can pull it out against Richie McMichael.
Yeah, I'm not going to make the mistake of underestimating Richie, though.
No, you can't. Now, he is fishing a live event on Table Rock, so he's not on his normal hole. So if you were going to take down the beast, this would be the week to do it. He is in 3rd in that event. He's sitting at 71 1/4 right now, and I believe you just moved up into the 80s.
Yeah, I think I got like 83. The fact that Richie's on Table Rock is probably my only saving grace. Actually, I know it's flooded and conditions are rough down there right now.
It is. I talked to Mr. Kennan yesterday. He said it looked like it was almost 15 feet high.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've never been there. I can't imagine.
Well, Table Rock, I've been to Table Rock at normal levels, and being there at normal levels, I would not want to fish it when it was 15 foot high. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, that's not my cup of tea.
Now, tell us a little bit about that team bracket, because you and Mason Good do get to team up together. Are you guys going to be fishing on the same body of water? Are you guys going to kind of split it up? What's your game plan going into that?
I think we'll probably split it up. This spot that I'm on now, the spot that he has been fishing the last 2 weeks, it doesn't have a lot of fish, but it does have a good average. He's been catching like 18, 19-inch average. My take on it is I'd rather get a limit as fast as I can and then look for upgrades after that. There's no guarantee you're going to get a limit on this spot.
Well, you did it today.
Yeah, I started out at a different lake. I caught those 5 fast as I could, and then came here.
So all you Iowa, it seems like the northern anglers jump lakes a lot more than the southern anglers do. Is that just because of the size of the body of water, you think?
Yeah, this lake's not real big, and if the fish aren't biting or if you're not on them, you might as well move, because if you stay in the same spot, you're just wasting your time.
Right on, right on. Well, I have noticed that, lucky enough to be the broadcaster, and this little things you pick up on, is just these northern guys. Like, we were on the phone with Jordan Westerman and Tyler Cole. They were driving. Westerman was right behind Tyler. They fished the same body of water this morning, packed up at the same time, and are moving to a new body of water.
Yeah, I'm aware of where they started. I'm not sure where they're going now, but that ought to be a close match to keep an eye on.
They're 1.5 inches apart.
I figured it was going to be. Jordan's a swim bait guy, so there's a chance he's going to stick a giant. I think Tyler has the edge. I think he'll get a bigger average, but it's going to come down to 2 or 3 inches, I'm sure.
You think it's going to come down to whoever gets that big kicker?
Yeah, 1, maybe 2 fish over 20. That ought to do it.
Man, I'll be honest with you. Until this event started, I really didn't realize how great of a fishery Iowa is. But Iowa's a contender. Man, you're going to have people coming to Iowa just to fish with you guys.
Oh, fine. Come on up.
And you're not. Tyler said that you guys do not have any Florida strain. Is that correct?
No, we don't. And that might play to our advantage in some cases. If we get a slight cold front, it's a little cool this morning. It was like 50. It doesn't affect our fish as much as it would, say, a Florida strain bass. They live under the ice 4 out of 5 months out of the year.
Those Florida strains shut down when it gets just a couple degrees colder. It's not even a matter of a cold snap. It could drop 5 degrees and they're lockjaw.
Yeah, it was 50 degrees this morning. Yesterday it was mid-70s.
Jeez. I had my air conditioner set on 50. Well, buddy, any shout-outs or anything you want to give to anybody? I know I see it raining there, so I don't want to keep you on the phone too long.
Yeah, it's sprinkling a little bit, but no, shout out to Tyler and Jordan. Good luck to both of them. I wish that all three of us could advance, but unfortunately, one of us has to go. So, looking forward to the team tournament.
Only one Iowa angler. I'm sorry, with the exception of the second week, 2 Iowa anglers went home, but for the most part, the only people taking out Iowa anglers is Iowa.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the 32 round, which means you've got a good shot. If you can pull off McMichael today, you're going to have to go up against another hammer, whether it be Marty Hughes or Troy Inke. If you pull that out, and either Tyler or Jordan can get past Charner or Catherine Field, it's going to be Iowa against Iowa in the Final Four.
Yeah, and
we know that at least one Iowa angler is going to the championship if that situation played out.
And next weekend, if it plays out that way, next weekend we'll be on pools 9 and 10 on the Mississippi River. So we'll be fishing pretty close together, within a 60-mile radius anyway.
Right. Yeah, you guys got a tournament up there?
Yeah, the Iowa Kayak Anglers is on 9 and 10 next weekend.
Right.
It's a 2-day.
So you're going to be fishing a live event next weekend.
Yeah, I'll be on the Mississippi.
There's some big fish there.
Yeah, it's a bucket list spot if you've never been there.
I'm going to mark it down right now while we speak, actually. Pool 9 and 10.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll let you get back to fishing, man. Appreciate you coming on, and we look forward to hollering at you later on in the finale.
No problem, man. Thanks.
Thank you, buddy.
Bye.
What a great guy. I love our anglers, man. We just have such a tight knit family, and that's what makes it the best part about this. Um, we're just gonna keep on grinding here. I'm gonna take a break here, probably in about an hour or so. I'd like to get at least half the guys done then, and have half the guys to work with when we come back. Plus, run back through the guys that didn't answer before we finish for the day. Let's go ahead and see if we can get another guy on the phone here real quick. Let me see who we've got real fast. We'll grab the next guy. I think I'm going to try to get a hold of 3 more people before we shut her on down. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and try Matthew Charette. See if we can get him on the phone. And we'll just keep it grinding. Like I said, I want to try to get a hold of about 3 people. And that way we can just keep it grinding out here. I do have a Skype for Mr. Charette. Let's go ahead and try to give him a call. Right on. Mr. Charette!
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, not bad.
Good deal. You look a little chilly there.
Actually just trying to keep the sun off my neck.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The wind's been gusting a good. Yeah, the wind's been gusting a good 25, so I'm kind of in a cove right now. You can probably hear the lawnmower behind me.
20?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
That makes for a long day.
Dude, you're not kidding. It's hard to feel the bottom.
And you're going up against the stick, Eric.
I know.
Siddiqui.
Yeah. Yep.
You're sitting. Eric hasn't posted a fish yet. I know he's on Table Rock. He's fishing 15-foot flooded lake. You're sitting at 74 at the moment. I'm assuming there's smallmouth.
Nope, all largies.
All largies.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. You've been largemouth fishing the whole event, haven't you?
Yeah, I try to stay on the largemouth. I have to go up north to get decent-sized smallmouth. They're considered invasive here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, the state's big on trout, and they're not big on smallmouth, not big on pike or muskie, so it's kill on sight.
It's kill on sight for smallmouth?
Yeah, in the county that I'm in, it is, yeah.
Wow, that is insane. I haven't heard of that anywhere.
Well, we have 85% of the country's brook trout population, so.
Oh yeah, and smallmouth. I've got a small brook trout population here in Arkansas, and smallmouth will wreak havoc on those brooks.
Oh yeah, yeah. They love to munch them up. A lipless that looks like a brook trout is great around smallmouth.
They not only like to munch them up, but they eat all the stuff that the brook trout eats as well. And yeah. Smallmouth, a school of smallmouth can take over an area in a hurry.
They can. I'd rather have smallmouth personally, but you know.
Honestly, they've done a pretty good job here in Arkansas keeping the smallmouth out of the brook trout. But now what they're running into is the spotted bass population. Who have now started doing the same thing. So I don't think that our brook trout population is really going to last very well, but I'm sure when they get their stock brewed in, they probably have it come in from your area.
Yeah, probably. There's a fair amount of farming up here.
Right on. So 74 inches, you're going up against the man Siddiqui. Siddiqui gets taken out by Pepin in the last bracket. What does it mean to you if you're able to best him this bracket?
This is a pretty big one. I actually didn't sleep well last night because of this. But after winning by a quarter of an inch last week, I'm a bit amped up. So I've been on fish today, just no big size. So we'll see if I can keep culling today.
Right on. What do you think it's going to take to put down Siddiqui, knowing he's on Table Rock?
I've been thinking it's going to take at least 92, but I don't know if I can hit that.
Well, the only way that's going to happen is keep casting.
That's right.
Well, we do have a couple new followers that I'm seeing on here that we didn't have last week. Anything you want to tell them about yourself?
I mean, I don't self promote a whole lot, but I'm with the Vibe Kayaks team, checking out my new Shearwater. It's pretty sweet.
That's a nice looking setup.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty slick. Yeah, I fish with Bixby as well, and that has been a bit of a saving grace in this wind, to be honest. But yeah,
it looks like you've been able to find a little pocket out of the wind right now.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm right on the bank that the wind's coming from, so yeah, I'm kind of hiding right now. I got tired of not feeling the bottom anymore.
Right,
it's all
on, you
finesse
take a
fishing
break.
today. So.
Is it slow? Are you having to work? Are they lethargic, or are they really starting to crush it?
They're moving it, and that's the problem with the wind. They're just picking it up and moving it, and I can't tell if it's the wind moving it or a fish moving it. So it's been difficult.
A lot of false hook sets today, then.
Yeah, and a few that I brought it right to the boat, and then realized that there was a fish on the other end. So.
Well, buddy, we'll we definitely want you to keep grinding. Like I told Pepin when he took on Siddiqui, the only way that you're going to be able to do that is with us not bothering you, and you keep grinding it out. So we're going to keep watching. Any shout outs you want to give before we head off?
Hey, just what's up to Jason Gardner? He's fishing the next pond over from where I am with Ken Wood right now. They're doing an MLF tournament, and I'll tell you what, I actually should have signed up for it because I'd be doing pretty decent today. A lot of Iconelli fish.
A lot of Iconelli fish. We'll roll with it. Well, like you said, shout out to Mr. Gent. We love Thomas to death as well here at KBBT. And, man, you just keep doing your thing, and we look forward to seeing how this day plays out.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Take care.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. It seems like Eric gets paired up with a real North guy every bracket so far. So that is awesome, Mr. Charette. Love talking to the guy. Love learning from him. Had no idea that anywhere in the United States had smallmouth kill on contact. That's pretty intense, especially knowing the how long it takes a smallmouth to grow. But we got a couple back-to-back hammers we're going to try to bring on before we close out for the morning here. I'm going to go ahead and try the first one here. They're both fishing on Table Rock. So I don't know what the service is on Table Rock, but we're going to try. See if we can get this guy on here. Mr. Richie!
What's going on, Mark?
Man, you are having a day, buddy.
A day of dinks?
Well, welcome to Table Rock.
Oh my God, dude. I never expected it to be this bad.
Are you missing Kansas yet?
Well, I was fishing in Missouri, but yeah, I would rather be in Kansas at some of my spots than this place.
That's right. You were in you live in Kansas City, right there where it's easy to go from either side.
Yeah.
Now I know you're at 74 inches in the Table Rock event. You're showing 71 3/4, I think, in the KBBT. Do you still have an upgrade to put you at 74?
No, my first fish I caught at like 555 or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't. It was a little too early for this one, so. But unless I can get a couple big kickers, I don't think I have a chance at this lake to beat Jeremy.
Man, there's some big fish on that lake. It's just going to be hard to find in that flooded water. They said, I heard it was a almost 15-foot high. Does that look about right to you?
Yeah, it's probably a little higher than that, but because it came up more the last couple days. But yeah, it's at least 15.
Tell us what you do, being a major stick in the game and a very well respected angler. What do you do in conditions like that?
I'm just trying to get up and right on the shore, the steeper banks, like 45-degree banks, stuff like that. I'm just trying to get into the flooded mess. All I'm doing is throwing a little baby brush hog, getting tons of bites. I caught a couple fish early on a popar. It's fun catching them because you can kind of see them sitting under the popar, staring at it, and you just pop it really hard and they'll smack it. But today there's really not a whole lot you can do unless you're out on main lake points like Carolina rigging or deep cranking or something. Basically getting all the flooded brush and just make 1,000 casts. I just kind of picked up, this is basically the popar and this brush hog are the only two things I've had in my hand today, and I'm probably going to just stick with it. Grind it out, hopefully get a big bite eventually. But,
Right on.
But there's absolutely no wind, making conditions even tougher. So
just that's complete no wind. That's completely out of your normal.
Yeah, there's none. But I've fished this lake for a long time, and I've even fished this lake when it's 20 feet high before, and you get back in these trees and you just crush them. But this weekend, for some reason, they're not biting.
And that tournament goes on till 1:30, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I was looking because at close lakes by here where I can kind of go for the last hour or two, but there's really not any.
So, just out of curiosity, when this thing is over, when this KBF tournament hits 1:30, are you going to go to a new location, or are you going to grind out the whole rest of your day until 4 on Table Rock?
I'm probably going to stay here.
Grind it out and hope for the best.
There's only one lake I could probably go to, Taneycomo, but it's a little over an hour. It'll take me about an hour and a half before I'm on the water. That would be kind of anything worth it. And then I'd maybe have an hour to fish.
Well, Richie, we've seen you do a lot in an hour.
But, these conditions at this lake it's been raining and cloudy every single day. And yes, so hopefully, I don't know, these fish start getting used to it and just start biting. You never know. I'm going to work my way back into the river, the creek, and there's a bridge back on the river that you can just, hopefully some fish will be stacked on. But
you got a lot of 14s today.
What's that?
You got a lot of 14s today.
Yeah, I've caught like 3 or 4 13 inches as well. You would think that there'd be some bigger ones up here too, but how's Jeremy doing? I'm sure he's probably putting up some decent ones.
He's at 83 1/4 at the moment. You're at 71 1/4. He's already, we talked to him just a few minutes ago. He's already informed us he is not comfortable. He thinks it's going to take 92 or so, I think is what he said to best you. He said he is not comfortable where he's at because he said Richie can do amazing things in a short amount of time.
Well, I know it's going to be tough. There's a lot of good people fishing this lake, and I think I was sitting in third with 74. So
I think at the moment I just looked at it, you had dropped down to 4. But we're still holding steady at 4.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep flipping and hopefully get lucky with a big bite. I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, so Carl Pride passed you by 1/4 inch. He's at 74 1/4. but you have a 10-inch lead over fifth place. That's how many dinks have been caught.
Well, hey, man, I caught one fish all day yesterday in pre-fish. I know some people have been here. Someone was telling me the other day they were here for 3 days and haven't caught a single fish. That would be awful.
Right on.
But you just never know. You can. Last year, 96 inches won this tournament. So, but I know the water was already high, and then over the last few days, it kind of jumped up another 4 or 5 feet. And when I was sitting down here, because whenever I was waiting to first cast this morning, I just like to sit my kayak there and see if there's any current, see where that current pushes me. And there's really none.
Well, I'm sure there is. It's probably just so far under the water that it's not making a huge difference.
Yeah.
There's so much water, and they can't generate because all the waters that this lake dumps into are flooded as well.
Oh yeah. Normally flooded water is pretty good, but I guess this is like recently flooded, so fish are probably still out on the banks, 15 to 18 feet of water, but man, it's like a needle in a haystack trying to find them out there right now. But
just gonna keep flipping it in there and trying to find a moneymaker, huh?
Yeah, I was like thinking last night, man, should I just go home? Should I just go to my lake and just crush it tomorrow? But I was like, I can't do that. I fish this, but.
Well, that is what I'm curious of. If you somehow surpass Mr. Jeremy and you make it to tomorrow, are you fishing the back-to-back KBF on Table Rock, or are you going to go home and crush it on your home lake? What's that do if you pass through the KBBT today?
Well, once I looked at the schedule, I knew where I was going to probably lose right here. I kind of didn't matter who I was facing, whether it was Brady or Jeremy. But I was like, man, if I could have a good day and get past this, because I would be either Marty Hughes or Troy Inky. I would be up against them if I won, and they're both fishing this lake tomorrow too. So that would have been fun if one of us can go head. But man, I think whoever wins that match is probably going to lose to Jeremy too if they fish this lake. So that's a decision they're going to have to make as well. But I'm assuming either one of them are probably going to stay here and fish. I would guess they're both signed up. They've already paid the $100 for the tournament tomorrow. So, but
right on, buddy. Well, we're rooting on you in both events. We'll let you get back to fishing, and man, I hope you pull it out. I know you're really close to taking home a W in a trail event. So, we're always rooting on that. And, of course, we hope to see you bust well over 80 inches in our event as well today.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm going to keep grinding. And what time is it? It's 10:30. Still got plenty of time, man. So.
Oh, yeah, dude. You still got 3 hours in that event, and then another 5.5 total in ours. So you still got plenty of time to make something happen.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, I'm just going to keep fishing. Hopefully get lucky.
Right on, buddy. Well, you take it easy, and we look forward to hollering at you later on.
All right, cool. Sounds good, man.
That is Richie McMichael sitting at 4th place on the Table Rock tournament. So we're going to do one more interview real quick, and then I'm going to take a short lunch break. Haven't ate yet today. Y'all already know where I'm going. So one last interview. we did get him. Mr. Hughes.
Just a second.
No problem, buddy.
What's up?
How you doing this morning?
Well, I'm doing fine, but these fish have taken vacation.
Well, you took a little vacation yourself going all the way to Missouri to go after them.
Well, yeah, kind of. I think it's tough for everybody today here again.
Yeah, we just talked to Richie. He's currently sitting in 4th at the moment.
Yeah.
And we talked to him, and he kind of said the same thing. He said one dink after another for him.
Yeah, I just lost one a while ago on a boat dock. That would have been number 3. I got 2 so far, and been using the fluke. And we got high pressure. There's no wind, and bluebird skies. Who knows where these bass are at? I mean, I think they're deep. We thought we had a pattern deep, and I'm going to go find out. That's where I'm headed right now. I'm going to go drop shot, see what that does. But I know Troy. I think he's right behind me.
He is a 1/4 inch behind you.
Oh man!
Now here's the thing that's awesome. If Richie pulls it out and you pull it out, you guys would be going head to head on the same lake as well, back to back Table Rock.
That'll give me a good reason to follow Richie tomorrow.
He seemed like he was having a hard time finding consistent bites.
Everybody is.
There's a lot of dinks getting caught in that tournament.
Yeah.
There is a 20 inch on the board though.
Yeah, one guy got 20. They're in here. I mean, like I said, I just had kind of a big one that I lost on the boat dock. I had them on. Got off. They don't. Seems like this time of day they don't hit real hard. You know. But yeah, I'll show you. You can probably see behind me. It's glass. It's like.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing with Richie. Just almost no wind at all, no current, no nothing.
No, I don't know if they're letting water out. Haven't heard.
How high you think the lake is?
It's probably 9 or 10 feet high. That's what I'm thinking. Based on, I've been in these areas before.
Richie thought it might have been over 15.
That could be. I don't know. I thought it was like 10, 9 or 10. But it seems like a lot of fish are like in 30 foot of water. Normally they're in 20. So that's why, thinking about that. But I see some kayakers around here. We had about 10 launch where we were this morning. Here. How's everybody else doing on the 32 thing?
Man, honestly, the Sunday guys came to play. Jeremy Baker from Michigan is sitting at 94.5 on smallmouth. Brad Case did just jump up to 94 inches. Florida's finally starting to show up a little bit. We got a couple Texas guys moving up of the bracket. There's still 8 people that haven't caught a fish or haven't posted a fish. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 5 or 6 over 90, another 5 over 80, and probably another 6 over 70.
Well, I like to get over 40 today. Oh my gosh. I kind of thought it might be like this with
Mr. Kinnon's on that lake and he hasn't posted a fish yet.
Who?
William Kinnon.
Yeah, there's some
Cody Milton hasn't even posted a fish yet.
They might be where there's no cell phone reception. Who knows? I mean, there's some spots that aren't very good. That's Big Lake.
Have you thrown the Nico?
No, not today.
You got to throw the bait that you're famous for now.
Well, the problem is it's not a Nico environment. I mean, for me, I'm not on rock. I've been fishing submerged trees, and the fluke seems to be the answer there. Something gentle. I have thrown a little bit of a wacky, nothing. And what else did I throw? Drop shot a little bit, nothing. just the fluke is all that I've been hit on. In fact, the last 2 days, that's all I did try the Nico yesterday, and it's just not the. I mean, I did throw it. I'm sorry, I did throw it on the rocks, but I was on some rocks yesterday, but I'm not now. So.
Gotcha. Now, I do have to ask. I'm not going to publicly announce it, but, we had talked a little bit. Are you throwing the color fluke that I suggested?
I did not find it in the store.
Oh.
But albino is working.
Hey, if it's working, it's working.
Yeah. Got a little bit of a blue in it, and it matches kind of the shad swimming around. It's a little bit bigger, but they hit it. I mean, yesterday, I threw it and I got hit pretty good with it. But the bite is just, these things are either like stuck in the trees or they're so deep we can't get them. I think a lot of them are scattered. You can see on the sonar, they're just scattered everywhere. And like even 50 foot down, so that's what I'm seeing anyway. But I think on the river, there's a lot more fish up there. I'm not in the river today. So, I talked to some guys yesterday that got really good numbers there. But again, like I caught a smallie this morning too, that was under. So, there's a lot of 11-inch bass in this lake, 10-inch. But gorgeous day out here.
Riding it out to the best.
Yeah. Yeah, you caught me right when I was changing spots, so that was good timing. And changing spots here is like going from Dallas to Omaha,
Well, buddy, we'll let you keep driving it out. We'll follow along with you, and we look forward to seeing where you end up in this thing, man. We're rooting on you.
All right, man. Hey, thank you. Hopefully
No problem.
Okay. All right. Bye.
All right, the famous Marty Hughes. So that's gonna do it for our segment for today, guys. Just for the morning segment, I'll be on here in about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. I just gotta get something to eat real quick, and then we'll be back to it. So I definitely do appreciate it. We'll holler back at you guys here in a little while, and look forward to you then. Y'all take it easy.